Hello and welcome back to the Metropole Grid. My name is Andre. Thanks for tuning in. It looks really dark in here, doesn't it? Does it? Is it just me? It looks really dark in here. We'll be okay. We can find our way. That's the most important thing. How's everyone doing? Welcome to another Thursday night stream. It's only been a couple days since we've been streaming so far. We had a long stretch on Sunday doing the Nisei System Core 2019 tournament. Yo, Ken, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. We were streaming a long time there on Sunday evening. We got 6 hours in, maybe even a bit more of tournament play. It's on the channel. It's probably the previous YouTube video to this one. I highly recommend you to check it out. And of course, it's not over yet. Come Sunday, this Sunday, February the 3rd, we'll do a finale. The top 16 will duke it out for one winner. Which will be on, you can check that on Dan's channel, Code Marvelous, self-modifying code, which I think is on YouTube and Twitch, at least one of them. And that will be starting sometime in the early afternoon. I think you can find all that information on Nisei.net, but it's okay. How's it going? Spags, what's up? Metropole After Dark. It seems really dark in here. Maybe it's just me. All the lights are on. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Baza, how's it going? Happy Thursday to you as well. Wayne, Brick, Maui Chris, happy Thursday. Glasses emoji. How's everyone doing? Today is January 31st. Remember to pay your rent to maybe some people, including myself. We're going to be playing a bit of Netrunner today. Unfortunately, I did some scouting out onto the world to Jinteki.net. That's not a big number. That's the smallest number I've seen on a Thursday night in some while. So maybe for those who are listening and watching and maybe you want to play, we might want to find each other out there on Jinteki.net and play a game. But otherwise, we're just going to start the stream the way that we normally do, which is the deck list of the week. And this is a returning deck list of sorts. This is Slow Riff's Let Us Pray, and we've played this. We're going to have to obviously open it in Chrome. This never works. I don't know why. So we played the original deck list that this was based on as a deck list of the week. Maybe, it feels like maybe 2 months ago, maybe even less. And it's a Leela deck that, with the power of crowdfunding, everyone's favorite virtual CD resource, we actually got pretty good value out of Prey. That was bound to happen. With Prey, you can trash your crowdfundings and reinstall them and they come back, which is obviously really good. Now, unfortunately, if you do go ahead and read the deck description here, they talk about maybe cutting the second copy of Prey, which is kind of fucked up considering the name of the deck. And then we have to find a new name of the deck, and you know how that's going. That kind of really makes me anxious, so we're not going to do that. So we're just going to put a Prey in it, and it'll be fine. Nick, how's it going? What's on the docket for tonight? Tonight we're going to do some deck building. I don't, unfortunately, have a good name to shout out to specifically, but we played against a Satyr deck maybe 2-3 weeks ago. Maybe this year. Maybe it wasn't even this year, that I thought to be really cool. A Satyr deck. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be building that. Of course, we're going to start and play maybe 1 or 2 games with this Let Us Pray deck. The big differences in this deck are clearly outlined in the deck description. So we have no more RDI. So we actually have, I think, like no multi-axis, which makes me a bit worried. Because multi-axis, besides the turning wheel, which is actually a really strong card, of course, but that's an issue. Deuces Wild, a card on it. It's a card that you can put in your deck. This one is not one that's too flashy, but it does have a pretty good amount of synergy. Actually, expose 1 piece of ice and make a run is really cool, considering we're playing 3 copies of Amakua, and that gives counters on Amakua, which is super good. Otherwise, we have Shrike instead of Nanotech, and this is something that you saw pop into the meta every once in a while. Specifically, Shrike does with any number of Sentry subroutines, which is really cool when the meta was playing a lot of tour guides, Komainu, stuff like that is popular. I don't know if that's the case right now, but I think the most important thing, or at least the thing that was pointed out by the author in the deck list, is you're seeing a lot of like rushy Wayland decks, and having to deal with an Archer in the early game is pretty important. And this thing breaks Archer for 6 credits, excuse me, which is like really good. It's actually one of the best in the game besides like Fairy for 4 and Stealth. So we'll take it. It's 2 influence, it's 5 to install, which honestly isn't that far off from Nanotech, which is 1 influence for to install. And this actually may be better against a couple things. Most sentries have a lot of subroutines, so 2 to break infinite subroutines is actually pretty sweet. The link thing's not going to matter, but that's fine. Let's jump online, play some Leela. We got some cool tricks. We also have Hostage, which is showing back up. I think this was in the original deck, and the choice here, we actually struggled with this choice a fair bit when we were playing last, between Beth, Kilrain, Chang, or Caddy Jones. I think we almost always played Caddy. She's good, especially if you want to play a slow game and play a bit of control, which Leela's pretty good at. It's hard to fast advance through Leela. That being said, we do have some pressure diversion of funds. So for a while, when there was no account siphon, if Leela bounced HQ ice, there wasn't a really strong punishment to it, and this actually feels a lot better. We also falsified, no embezzle, but we'll do it. And I think you actually can find down here, we see Let Us Pray, we last played on December 13th, so actually a month and a bit ago. And you'll see there's some slight differences. That R&D interface, though, we played that every game and it was super strong, so let us play again. Leela Patel. How's everyone doing? Otherwise, I think it's actually a relatively good day for card game stuff. Like, I just picked up a whole bunch of Arkham. I don't know how many of y'all play Arkham, but I just organized my Return to Dunwich box, and it's a thing of art. Spent a lot of time on it. Feels good. I like organizing things. It's weird, like these, I don't know if y'all know how this works, but Return to is a thing that Fantasy Flight Games has been releasing, which lets you revisit, it like revisits the old campaigns but adds more difficulty options. It's super cool, but I think the most important thing about it, it comes in a self-contained box with like dividers for organization, and I would like just buy our dividers for organization. It's awesome. But Corey, what up? Totally check you out. Hey, how's it going? How's the Thursday night been? Welcome. This is Netrunner. Blue Muse, how's it going? Andre, just wanted to say thank you for your commentary on games during this Discord tournament. Yo, Muse, glad that you liked it. I'm excited that you could maybe go back and watch some of it. I think I actually got a shout out specifically from a guy who I work with in the internal UB meta who said that they were doing some training with you pre the tournament, and they were really excited to see you do well. They couldn't participate in the tournament and they were a bit regretful about that, but they definitely had a shout out specifically. So I think the games that we got on your that we saw from your side was really cool. Acme, this is an interesting matchup. Let's just zoom in and get everything up to scale and we'll try it out. Jinteki sound seemed high. Did I actually fuck that up again? No way. Oh, I did. Jesus. Whoops. All right, so the biggest thing about Acme Consulting is a card called a Universal Connectivity Fee, which is a 2-strength bucket of sharks. This is a familiar name. Oh, cheers. That's very kind. So it's a 2-strength AI, so it doesn't have a subtype, so this is the only way we can deal with it. It's really important to have that in the early game. The problem is also Acme Consulting is playing 3 copies of IP block because it's really good. So this Amaku is a bit of a liability. This hand is really strong though, I guess. I think we'll keep it. If you're not familiar with Acme Consulting, a lot of times these decks, I've been playing Acme for a long time, are playing 6 3-point agendas, so we might not get a lot of Leela abilities. But that being said, Install Advance is really strong for Leela. So this seems like a good turn to go in and get our Amakua tokens. However, they're definitely playing hard-hitting news, so I think we want to do everything in slow order. So I don't think they're going to ice up Archives turn 1, so maybe we'll just set up. I don't want to show any of our run cards, so I think we'll probably just like sure gamble and get ready to go. Yeah, that's probably fine. So we want to play this, so we have another click so we can draw. That's really good. We're really set up for running. The thing is, like, they've got a lot of really good taxing ice, so it's kind of hard to get accesses on every central server. Disperse, how's it going? Yeah, I fucked up the muting thing. It's been really bad. It's because we used, what is it? Anytime that we do a tournament, we like unmute this machine sound because of we seem to have bit zoomed out too because of, that's better. Discord. Also, Jim, how's it going? I missed the grid in my life. Welcome. So fuck, they just iced up Archives, which is the thing that we don't want them to do. Now that's the biggest issue, is as soon as we hit a Universal Connectivity Fee, we're in a really bad spot. So it might be a good idea to keep some money offshored somewhere. So like get a bankroll down and start getting money on that. And once we hit the Universal Connectivity Fee, we pop the bankroll. Because if we hit a Universal Connectivity Fee, they hard-hitting news you, and a lot of times Acme decks are actually trying to kill, which is an issue. We also don't want to like res ice. The thing is, we have no way to get counters on this besides 2 falsifieds and 3 copies of Deuce's Wild, which is actually really good considering IP block and stuff really hurts us. That's interesting, I guess. I think we might just want to sit these up and click for a credit. I think we might just actually want to draw one more. Cool. So, Chris, how's it going? Welcome to chat. Blue Moose, Shoshone? Yeah, totally. Exactly, Shoshone. How are you people? How are you sparring? They did install credit, so pad tab doesn't fire. But this is a server where we can go ahead and get Amakua counters. I think we'd want to do Amakua, sure, gamble, run it. Generally, you don't bounce ice on the remote server that often. Oh. If we run last click and we lose all our money, it's pretty bad. But then we can maybe... No, it's just bad. Let's go. We need to get this up to 2 strength so universal connectivity feed doesn't absolutely destroy us. And we want to have 1 click left because if we hit an IP block, we'll leave with a tag. So even though there's no cards on server, there's the IP block. So we're going to take a tag because we have an AI installed. So that's kind of worst case scenario. So we're just going to clear the tag last click, which is kind of shitty because they'll have... Actually, we don't have that much. The money is important. So this is trace 3 for another tag. So actually it's going to matter because we have to boost into this. So this is generally like 5 credits. So we can spend 3 for this, 2 for the tag. I honestly think we probably float 1 tag here. So we still have 1 tag, but if we clear this tag, we're down to very few credits, and we won't be able to remove from hard-hitting news. So I think we actually clear from click for a credit. If they have closed accounts, it's really bad, but like they can trash either of these, and it's not that bad for us. We do also die to double. If they have 2 copies of a high-profile target, we technically die because they do 4 damage. But that's largely it. We'll click for a credit. If this fires, we get 8 credits. We can clear hard-hitting news. Timmy Kobe, hi from Colorado. Hey, welcome. How's it going? Welcome. How's Colorado doing right now? It's cold as shit over here. I hear it's cold as shit like just about everywhere in North America modernly. I hope everything's okay. We are on brand. Yeah, Timmy, cold. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's kind of the worst thing. Like you see these stories of, you know, like Midwestern cities getting kind of like goofed up by the winter. And I think there's a mixture of like both sure it's cold, but also they're not ready for it, right? Polar vortex here in Minnesota. But that's like standard Minnesota, right? Apathy, how's it going? I'm doing okay. I'm a bit tired. Also checking in from Boston. It's very cold here. Yeah, I think it's everywhere. It's really bad. Global warming, all in caps. What the? Okay. Yo, chat. This is a stout brewed in Montreal. I clearly picked this up because the bottle was nice. No other reason. And it's kind of sour tasting. Is that bad? It's bière de driveway. Ed Fortune, how's it going? Long time no watch. Welcome back. Yeah, that's kind of really sour. That's not what I wanted. This is a Rashida. If we run, we lose all our credits. I don't want to poke. This, I want to keep 1 open, but I kind of, maybe I do want to poke. Maybe we want to get this down and start poking everything. But that's a Rashida, which is a problem. At least it gives us pad tap credits. Yeah, let's do it. It was in the 70s in the barrier. I have no idea how American temperature works. I think it's all like super backwards. The magic of beer is that nothing is bad. You can survive it. Worst case, it doesn't taste the best. Yeah, Baz, I don't think this was a sour. Like, I just think it is. Wait, what does sur mean? Maybe that doesn't. It is a sour beer. I'm an idiot. God damn it. Snowing in the UK too. Single axis Paragon fires. That's a really good. Add turning wheel to the bottom of the stack. We need it as a win condition. It's okay right now. They're not rezzing here. And generally, the ice in their deck. Okay, that's good to know. The ice in their deck, they're generally running what's it? So they're often running like 3 copies of Data Ward, 3 copies of IP Block, 3 copies of News Hound, 3 copies of Universal Connectivity Fee. I think we're gonna go again. We can expose this. I'm pretty sure it's a Rashida. We can't get it. We probably want to have more money than them. We could Dirty Laundry, but if they res, we'll be in a bad spot. Like they might res a Data Ward at that point. I think we might actually just want to run again. Clearing the tag doesn't matter too much. Like they didn't punish us last turn. What are they gonna do now? Close accounts to hard hitting news actually would be like pretty comically bad. If we run HQ here and end up taking another tag, like an IP block or something like that, they could kill us. It's unlikely. We'll hit the boom. 8 Celsius out here in Vancouver, feeling pretty spoiled. From my understanding, isn't like Vancouver super tropical? That's another hard hitting news, if not the same one. Oh, okay. Maybe they have QPM. Yeah, so I don't know what deck this is. This certain version of this deck that I played carried one copy of QPM. You're right, they might be on a single QPM. It doesn't entirely work with this ability because this is only on the outermost ice, so it's like medium okay. Yeah. The brewery around the corner from me just released their brunch stout made with 2 kinds of coffee. I think I'm crack. Open one now. That sounds really good. Okay, I don't know what this deck is. We can bounce an ice here. This will give us the diversion, which will be really sound right now because it'll give us all the money we need. They'll put them on 1 credit that we can start slamming R&D. But I no longer know what this deck is. I've been playing it around like it's a Coyotes deck that I've been playing, which might be a bit ignorant to do that. So we'll set up and we'll go ahead for the doof. So we'll doof them. We can actually put down turning wheel, doof, and then clear a tag. That's probably reasonable. Enjoying a chocolate cream stout from one of our locals. That actually sounds level. I think I just like add employee strike to. Oh, that's a really good card. No. I think a big part of it, I just like stouts. I think that's largely it. -32 in Minneapolis. Holy shit. I don't know if I said hi. Maxiel, it tastes better now that you know it's supposed to be sour. Yeah, now it's an acquired taste. Let's go. Lovely. Okay, we need to get through this. We could run HQ twice, run this, clear the tag. Probably not the worst. We lose out some value on Paragon. No, I don't think I like this beer. So we can run Q, run, clear the tag. I kind of want to get this. It's unlikely to be an agenda, but it's more likely to be a Rashida, which is something we really kind of want. Because if we keep them poor, they don't have money. Which is good. Paragon, that's a pretty good card. Well, we were playing around this, so they're definitely trying to hard-hitting news kill us. It's good that we get that trash. We still have to respect archive memories, but feels good. Oh, fuck, we didn't get an Amakua counter, though, so that changes a fair bit. Now, with 2 credits, they can res another IP block would be bad, so I think we draw on Dirty Laundry HQ. Keeping the money would be good. We no longer have to respect QPM, or not QPM, the Universal Connectivity Fee, because we have enough. We could have exposed this and ran it, but I don't know. If they res a Rashida, they still have to protect HQ, which seems a bit difficult for them. So maybe we can just build up turning wheel counters and see how that goes. LCBO kept getting that. How's it going? Smells better than it tastes. It's an alcoholic candle. Are you talking about the Southern Tiers Creme Brulee? IPO, okay, so they're hard. It's hard for them to play that, which is really good for us. We can get another counter, but we know hard-hitting news IPO. I don't want to really dig for the last card, but they're running legitimate agendas. Like, they're not running a 3-point suite, so we're going to get a bit more Leela ability. There's a Rashida we called, so that's going to draw them 3 cards, 3 credits. They still can't play IPO this turn, so we want to pressure them so that they can't get to that point. That also gives us a pad tap credit, because it is an ability that says gain a credit with Rashida. So what are you doing still playing A and R? Haven't you seen the auto chess as the new hotness? I really don't understand much about auto chess. Is auto chess more popular than Artifact right now? I think it might be. They're clicking to 3, so they're ready for IPO next turn. Again, make sure we don't hit UCF. I think we want to pressure HQ. They just drew a bunch of cards and they didn't filter any of them. So we're gonna go run HQ. Everything's more popular than Artifact. Yeah. So we can run here. Go for the double after that. Special order we don't actually need. Yeah, I feel like we can do better than that. Beal, that's good. So we can go for a bounce. They have 3 uniced carves and archives. We could actually just open up archives, which would be pretty cool. We could also bounce from R&D. I feel like running R&D is pretty okay too. Generally, it's like Data Raven into a bad thing, so I'm going to go ahead and bounce. Right? Like, Data Raven's really good. The outermost is a tag. Well, they wanted to put that on the outermost, so whatever. We can go HQ once more. Yo, what's up, Terrence? Auto chess is more popular than Artifact for sure. It's crazy popular right now. It's a mod for Dota, right? I didn't realize Dota 2 had mods. I thought that was what Dota 2 was. You run R&D, see if they res here. Again, they want to keep money for IPO, so they can't spend that much money on this ice, and if they do, it's probably not that big of a deal. Again, we can deal with Universal Captivity Fee. We can always get through things. We're going to see a couple cards here. See the top 3. Beal, damn, we're good. Generally HQ, right? Rashida, that's good. Damn, we're good. Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh shit. That worked out. Easy. Oh, wow. We Leela'd them. That went badly. Yeah. Probably not the best. All right. Well, we kept the pressure up. They scored a naked Beal and went down to low money. We had the perfect doof. Like, bounce into doof to put them on 1 credits. They had a couple turns where they couldn't do much. Hey, cheers. You too. So it did what it did. Felt like we were in control. Oh, fucking hell. That's terrible. Why would you drink this? Why would you make this? Is it expired? No. This is legitimately a product you can have. Fuck, okay. You're just drinking it as a penalty now? I gotta play the own Metropole Grid drinking game. Which is, you know, it's difficult. Oh, yo, Eric's out. What are you doing, bud? So weird to see that there's another game getting popular as a custom map within the Dota system. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty wild. But like that's where Dota started too. Like what's the chance that now there's gonna be like a standalone auto chess game? Some people say the same thing about beer in general. Yeah, that's true, but like there's a diversity to beer. You can probably find something that's okay. But like this one, fuck would you want to do with this one? If you're just tuning in, say no to sour beers. So I misread the label. I was like, oh, stouts. I don't know what I was thinking. I saw stout and I'm like, okay, I'm into that. It says stout sur, which I'm assuming en français, dire, it means sour. I like sour like not stouts, right? Like stout, non-stout sour beers are okay. This was not what I was expecting. Sour beers, the devil's work. Yo, Pincel, how's it going? Pincel from Germany, I'm pretty sure. We're playing against Matima Kundo, which we do have 3 employee strikes in our deck. Seems pretty important. Opening Beth is okay. Opening Turtle is pretty good too. We sour. Oh, merci. Ugh. I had 2 beers. I got the coffee stout, which we did last week, and then this one is... I had an IPA yesterday that was actually pretty good. Okay, what are we doing for the opening hand? Obviously, one of the best cards we could get is our 3 copies of Employee Shutdown, because, like, the fuck we want to deal with this ability. Beth is good. That's a 1-of. It's definitely going to give us value. It's really hard to play Dirty Laundry against this, because it'll just, like, yeah, we got to go for strike, right? Let's get strike. Do we do it? No. This hand is probably just as good. The question is what happens first. Does Valve buy the auto chess company? Is there going to be like 50 knockups for mobile? That's what I want to play. The knockups for mobile. Is auto chess made by a company or is it just like, I assumed it was just like a garage thing. I'm gonna drink this shit. Let's go. No, I'm not. Ice, ice. Slow opening. That's okay. We can capitalize on that. I'm pretty sure. Like, Dirty Laundering Archives is a play that you might consider, but it's also pretty scary considering Matima Kundo, a very strong ability. Apathy's asking, what is auto chess? From my understanding, auto chess is some interesting like board control strategy game that's like a modded map for Dota that's like incredibly popular right now within like the community of people that play video games and enjoy thinking. That sounds condescending, but like, you know, like the sort of people that play Artifact or Netrunner probably have the same sort of appeal. Again, that was condescending. I apologize. Oh boy, do I hate this. If we install this, we can't play Sure Gamble, but we're going to be Deuces Wilding for cards, so whatever. We'll just play things. Auto Chess was made by Drodo Studios, whoever that is. Oh, no idea. I need to yell at Eric for not showing up at our G&K. Oh, fuck. They played Hedge Fund. Pad Tab paid off. I don't love this card, but we're back up to 5. They're jamming for their remote server. Let's go find that strike. Deuce is wild. So we're going to draw the cards first. That's generally the best thing. We did not find the thing we wanted. Now, the tag doesn't matter. The expose is pretty bad, so we're going to gain the money. The expose would matter if we have the Makua down. So I think we just want to draw up and gamble. If they jam, I guess the Nisei, we can bounce this and then doof them. Maybe they Nisei this. I don't know. It's been a while. Oh, damn, we're good. Okay. So I think we might actually just want to play the Amakua and then we can start like running archives next turn. They could be on scarcity, but that's the best we got. Eric is a baby who refused to go to the G&K because there was too much snow. All right, well, I guess we're all shaming Eric in chat now. That's good. Iced Up Archives, as if they knew. That's a pretty good play. The IPO, man, pad tap, 2 credits for us. Such value. And the problem is that we can't run unless we just Amakua everything. And so there's big code gates, there's big sentries, and we can at least deal with the big code gates with Amina. But we're like special away order from something else. I think we really want a Beth or a Caddy. A Caddy would be really good in this matchup. I don't think they can deal with us. That's not either of those. Okay. Now I'm not happy with how this is going. We're going to go ahead and take some net damage. Let's go. I should not have played this. Name and shame Eric. Oh, border control. Why did we dirty laundry this? We should have ran. They got that rezzed, so we need to pray this. That's basically our idea. That was a terrible play. That was unthinkably bad. Or is it? This gives us fucking pad tab money, right? The corp gains 2 credit. It's the first time the corp gains credits through a card ability, which this is a card ability. We got this. Stream snipe. What's up, Jester? Do it again? We don't have enough clicks. Oh, I see. Oh boy. Jamming in a remote server, defensive upgrade, it seems like. I think we're just gonna go ahead and get an access onto HQ. They could go ahead and like use their border control for a dirty laundry, but that seems pretty bad. We actually want them to do that so we can divert their funds a wee bit. We also could just let them gain a credit here. That's pad tab money. Oh, that breaks up to 2 barrier subroutines? That's like Christmas. Big brain plays. Parallel, how's it going? Good evening to you as well. Hopefully you're doing all right. Nisei Mark. Fuck. Holy shit, we're good. What's this? What did we do there? Did we do art? Marcus Batty, you don't need that. Rashida, you don't need that. My friend, you don't need any of those cards. Let's go. I wish we had another click to doof them, but that's not how it works. So that was really good. So if they're playing Marcus Batty, and the run subroutines are obviously good, but we also have to watch out for like trash programs. There's some other mean stuff that could be happening. That was actually like way savage. We really needed that. That was a very difficult remote. All right, preemptive, putting back Rashida, putting back probably Batty, leaving the Baddies, hedge fund Rashida IPO. Okay, that's cool. Now that's a problem because our turn there was doof for sure. We definitely wanted to doof them. We could run R&D, like DNA tracker's fine, and Nazi is fine. And by fine, I mean we'd lose our code gate breaker, which is probably not fine. Totally redeemed yourself. We actually might have wanted to run that and just get a Amaku counter and then run it again instead of drawing. Like there's a chance we want to run those and not trash them. We'll run R&D. We gotta make them spend money. Yeah, that's fine. These all fire, whatever. Oh, fuck me. Christ. They're at 5 credits. That's pretty good for us. We're going to take a face boatload of damage. Sure, we do die to snare here. And they can rearrange if they have a snare in the deck, so the top of R&D is a snare. Like, we could just die to this access. Will we pay 2 credits to draw a card? I think we will. If there's any chance we can save the Anansi, Anansi lines up pretty well against DNA Tracker. We beg DNA Tracker for 4, so we definitely want to keep this if we can. Is that our only decoder? Yeah, I'm pretty confident it is. Yeah, that sucks. Or Leela, maybe we don't have to break a code gate. Yeah, let's draw 1. We'll lose our Sentry Breaker 2. Oh, another doof. Lost an order, that's fine. Lost our Amina. Single access snare, let's die. It's an IPO. Well positioned. I think we just want to run archives a couple times. We want to provoke them to purge. We don't die to... Oh, that's acceptable, I guess. I was wanting to say that we don't die to... Oh, we could doof them. Oh, they don't have enough money. That we don't die to Cortex Lock, which is pretty sweet. So we want to draw up cards. Another turtle doesn't get us that much further besides around Cortex Lock, and we can always go ahead and dirty laundry into archives. Celebrity Gift. Perfect draw for them. Showing us border control, IPO, Marcus Batty, Mumbad City Grid twice over. So That's really scary. They definitely have some bigger ice. They're up on 15 credits. Pad tap giving us 1 that turn. Feels good. Blue is saying doof. At this point, I don't really think that's going to work out well for us. Oh, that's... Why would they put that there? What's happening? Okay, so we run archives, we break this, we gain a credit. So we give them 2, we gain 1. I don't want to give them money. I've decided we don't want to give them money. Then gain all the money with Tycoon? Yeah. Dorm computer is useless. For Fairchild 3.0, which they might be running, considering like they're probably running bigger ice, it's actually cool to keep this just to like destroy it sometimes. Deuce's Wild is value. Lets us see what this is. I kind of like that. Oh, then make a run. Oh, that's a fuck up. Okay, well, we're just going to go ahead and draw cards. And then crowdfunding is a good card, so we'll play it. 2 turns set to play the Nancy on HQ. That's totally a possibility. But, like, I don't think they want the Thimble Rig on R&D. It's pretty trash. Hey, if anyone hasn't watched the second day tournament from Sunday, I highly advise it. There's a game between hour 5 and 6 that has to be seen. How's it going, Jelly? There were some really good games. Chris was asking what's the most surprising moments. Well, we've seen some like really rough blowouts when it comes to priority requisition, but there's like this one beautiful criminal game that they actually like entirely dismantled the corp in a very graceful way. It was like super cool to watch. We're gonna go ahead and pray this. We're gonna pray the border control. I don't know if we want to pray this one because this one on archive doesn't seem that good. But we definitely want to pray something. Praying the Thimble Rig also is like has no value considering we're an Amakua deck. I think we want to pray the one on the remote. It'd be cool to pray this because then we could just like slam archives and they have to do it. I think we're doing it. So we gaining credit. They gain 2. 1 for your border control seems great. Yeah, it does seem pretty good. But also just then at that point we can go like dirty laundry and get a big turtle. And then they can't purge this turn. So we're going to go ahead and trash this. Honestly, we might have wanted to install the dorm computer first. But I think we're going to reinstall this turn right now. Right? Like I think we're going to make 3 runs here. And it doesn't look like... So that's 3 runs. So we're good. We can probably do for next turn. Getting this to 6 means that we can also break DNA tracker, which is probably worth it. We're going to click for credit basically at the same time. So they have a border control in hand. Install crowdfunding. That'd be cool. Thank you. They have a border control in hand. They have a Marcus Batty and 2 Mumbads. So anything in the remote is likely to be a defensive upgrade. And we still have 2 copies of that exposed card, which would be great. They're drawing up. 2 unknowns in hand. Oh, it's not getting better, is it? Pincel, a pretty good player if I'm pretty sure I know who this is. So, don't assume that they're not going to make any mistakes. It helps when your opponent makes mistakes if you're trying to win, let me tell you. I also expect them to, in some extent, like if they're playing that Mumbad City Grid, to maybe play 1 copy of Chiashi, which will be an issue, not only because it's strength, but because of Amakua. I think we actually just want to go ahead and slam the diversion. There's nothing over 6 strength, right? Like besides Chiashi. And if there was a Chiashi on HQ right now, I think we die. But otherwise it's fine. No, we don't die. We have Tycoon. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. 6 strength. We made the call. Break this for 3. Break this for 1. Feels good. I wish we had a Paragon. And that's why we on Amina. So we have no good way to break that. Moving the ice around. Anyone here going to the Reading store champ? Jonathan's asking. Chat, you going to Reading? We'll do the replacement effect. Not that good right now. At least they don't have a lot of credit. So they moved their Thimble Rig out here. So this is probably the border control. I think that was the border control they installed last turn and they just pitched it over there, which seems valuable. We can run R&D for 3 credits. It's not that bad. 2 credits only with bankroll. If we get a bounce, it'd be pretty good. That's actually really, really strong. But I don't think we really need to make more singles right now. I think we just need to set up. Eventually they turned from terrible to interesting. I hate sour beers. The friends keep leaving them at my place after parties. I drank them, of course, because of beer. That's a purge. Pretty easy purge for them. Now, the only thing that we can capitalize on very easily are barriers. So they also only have 8 credits. So I think we're just going to go ahead and face check something. I want to run archives. I don't care if they res ice on archives. Cortex Locks doesn't kill us. Ah, oh, fucking this one, huh? Roll them bones. Let's go. So we have event. Ah, fuck. Oh, hey, we gain a credit off pad tap. Feels good. And they put 3 advancements on what I'm assuming is a border control. Man, this card's really good. I like that that's a purge applied to both the game and the comment about drinking sour beer. Shit. Now we can somewhat make this a little more palatable by playing double pad tap, because then when they gain 3 credits, we also know what we're drawing into, which is falsified credentials, which is good, sure gamble, which is okay, and inside job, which is pretty good. And that's the thing about this card, is if we don't want to draw any of those cards, we can run right now to get them to the bottom of the deck. It's like doing Paragon for us, which feels pretty good. They did res this for free though, which feels pretty bad. I'm considering running here actually. Let's see, like a Fairchild 3 here would be pretty bad. It's just an Eli. Wow, Tycoon. Actually, we both gain credits. And this lines up really good. We break Eli for 3. So that would be 2 credits. They gain 2 credits. No, they don't. Their money sucks. Let's go. So they know on top of the deck is a gamble into an inside job. Inside job HQ would be pretty good, but again, we need a turning wheel. And they're doing pretty good where their outermost ice can't be like abused with turning wheel. It's gonna be hard without an Almond now, let me tell you. And I don't know actually how the Shrike or the Striker, whatever it's called, lines up against Anansi. I've never done the math. It's probably like, it's either 6 or 4. This strike is helping us a lot. You don't get Tycoon there since Slot Machine already fired. Yeah, that time we wouldn't. You're right. Because this is the first time. It doesn't care about the after the install time. Install, advance, advance. They're rezzing the NGO front. Off the top of the deck, crowdfunding gives us that. So running this really doesn't matter. It does give us a server so we can get more Makua counters, and it means that we can't falsify credentials. That pre-res is really smart. They know we have this in hand, so you might as well do it. But like so much of this game, is just about getting Amakua counters because we really have no other option. And they're technically at 11 credits. It's going to be difficult. So far, this is the easiest server. If we run this 3 times, also we get this back. But this only fires once. So we can draw an inside job here. We might want to like YOLO inside job R&D. Like that's how bad things are. Do we want an inside job? No, we have one in hand. Like we also could just run archives, which I don't think is terrible. We don't really need money. We have a lot of money. Roll them bones. All right, so it's program event. So we got double bankroll. So they gain, we lose 3. We will lose 1, they gain 3, which is honestly is okay, I guess. 2 strength is not good enough. We want to get that up to 4. We did give them 3 credits, and we draw into a bankroll. That's okay, I guess. Feels bad. We're not threatening any remote, but their remote actually right now is pretty shit. But they're 1 thimble rig away from making it a bit less shit. And they have a baddie in hand, mind you. Trash Program 17s might be in their deck. They're trashing the pads. I think they've learned playing the hedge fund. They're up at 12 credits, but they spend most of their turn destroying our stuff. But their pad taps are kind of a really big deal. We had a lot of ways to capitalize on them with Tycoon. If only pad tap reinstalled when you made 3 runs. Oh, that'd be the dream, huh? Everything's really high strength. And we have to fall, like, we lost 2 deuces. Or we used 1, I think, at least. So we can't expose ice. So we need to, like, falsify or make central access runs. So we need to find a special order. Fuck, we knew all those cards. This is terrible. I think we actually installed Dorm Computer, though, for IP block. And in case Fairchild 3. Drawing last click feels real dumb. We'll take a credit. I don't know. So they still have the Marcus Batty, and they have a lot of end the run subroutines on their remote server. They might want to pre-res their Batty. We don't have Paul Op or any way to really punish it. So that's probably City Grid, Mumbad City Grid, and Marcus Batty. City grid is a grid, so there can only be one per server. Not that you'd want more than one. And I think our play here actually might be run, click through this. The thing with the Thimble Rig, Mumbet City Grid works in a really disgusting way, where we run this and they put a DNA tracker on here, and then you can like reposition it every time we pass it. Like Mumbet City Grid with Thimble Rig is like really fucked up good. It might not be obvious how it works, but it's really strong. Man, I need a turning wheel. I need a special order. Maybe installing this is wrong actually because of MU. So we can get this up to 4. Well, that wouldn't be that bad. If it was a Lotus field, like we'd probably be out of the game. Like this is actually helping us a lot. How's it going, by the way, God Rifle? I think we need to do this and this to get up to 4 and surprise them. But like playing those money cards that we just played are worthless. Like they really don't do enough. Feels bad. What do we do? I think we just throw this out. Yikes. Pre-resing the Rashida. That's okay. Ugh. Yeah, that's the big problem about any like crowdfunding Amakua deck. If you can ice up all centrals in a meaningful way, there's not a lot of tricks unless they're on an Apocalypse deck and are running like 3 inside jobs, spearfishing, all that jazz. So this one might be a long one. Oh, fucking Christ. Icing up server 2. So if that's one big ice, we have to ride it all the way down with Mumbad City Grid. The automated end of turn discard on Jet. They automated end of turn discarding on JNet? Oh, really? That's pretty wild. Card in server 2. So we're pretty sure, we almost 100% know that this is an upgrade. So we're going to go ahead and say upgrade. This is a Mumbad City Grid. It is. So we got an Amakua counter of 5 credits. We'll go ahead and run archives. No. Yeah. This can fire. Let's roll them bones. They have 12 credits. They can have 3 more maybe. Resource event hardware. Best ordering. Turning wheel on top and then into Paragon. We have caddy access too. Single access here. So now we can actually go and get an access. So we can do Deuces Wild to let's draw 2 cards first, I suppose. We can wait and see if we hit a snare, but let's draw 2 cards. We need the good cards. We're gonna expose this ice. This one we know, we're like 100% sure that this is I'm like almost confident that this is what's it called? The Wayland one. Border control. So let's expose this one. It's an IP block. It's good to know. We do have the dorm computer. We can run R&D, and we break this one for 3 credits, gaining 2 back. They probably purge this turn, so we're not getting that much value out of this. Scarcity. That's really good for them. Running again. Like sour beer. Running again seems kind of rough. We could run HQ here. They'd get some reses. Yeah, we can just run HQ here. With 6 credits, we're pretty much fine. And if they want to go ahead and res this, it's okay. Like, they can end this run if they want to. But, like, we're pretty confident this is a border control. I don't even know if they res it here. Yeah, they do, just so we can't bounce it. I don't want to give them credits. Border control. Fuck. So they have all 3. That's all. Dorm computer run server 2. It's a possibility, but an unadvanced card is very unlikely to be an agenda in this matchup. Like, they're probably on Niseis, 5-3s. There's one Philotic, but it's not that bad right now. So I don't want to. As soon as we run the Thimble Rig, they swap it with a DNA tracker. They're going for the purge. Yeah, this is going to be a fucking rough game. Holy shit, what do we do? Like, we have 1 billion credits, but maybe we had to respect the Amina. If we had the Amina, we have the credits to keep up. Like, we can hostage caddy. I think we'll do that regardless. We'll draw first, I guess. Oh, that's actually really important. You want to play slow? I can play slow. There's a Rashida. Let's go. Dig for Century Breaker and go to town on R&D. That's the best we got. This breaks for 6. No longer a thing. Pincel knows everything to do. They just drew a lot, though. So, like, if there's a DNA tracker here, I think we concede. It's so hard for us to win. It's going to take forever. It's just going to take too long. No decoder. You got this. I appreciate the support. So you know that's a Mumbed City grid. This server is kind of shitty. Like this one we can always click through. This is 1 credit. We'll get 2 back. But like once we find one, this might be the border control, which honestly right now is awkward. I think we just want to install this, hit caddy, like play a bit slow. Find another crowdfunding would be good. Damn, we're good. And then when we run, maybe we run 3 times a turn, so we get 9 credits back. Crowdfunding's good, right? But we lost. Oh, we just been playing the scarcity the whole fucking time? Oh, Jesus Christ. Nobody, chat, you gotta say something. So all those things that we installed cost double. In fact, sometimes infinitely more, considering they used to cost 0. I was like, why do we only have 3 credits? It doesn't tell you in chat. Oh, it does. It says 4 credits installed turning wheel. Chat feels bad. Quick call Amina. It's in the heap. Oh, wow. They're showing us their hand. Double SSL endorsement. Corporate sales team. Sandstorm. Their hand is only agendas. Unfortunately, that DNA tracker is a problem. Burn the stack and run through slot. I like your plan. That actually came up a bunch at like King of Servers. Spags is playing against Acme. And like with Geist, always running it with like 2 cards left. Super unfortunate. Okay, so that's either a baddie or one of the agendas. We don't have a sneak door. Ah, yes, credits. We don't have a sneak door beta. This is a problem, right? Like we could to some extent face tank this, but realistically we can't. It's not one in Fango single copies of non-turtle breakers with 0 recursion. Yeah, we did play risky into it. Like we ran into it and said like if it's an Amina, we're fucked. And we did kind of roll the dice here. Oh, which one is which one did they swap the thimble rig with? This one? Yeah, they had to. That's how that works. We lost it to a Nancy like turn 2 because I got fed up. So their hand is all agendas. So as soon as they double advance here, we can go. So I think we're actually just going to set this up, set our money up, and like face tank a DNA tracker. Like that's our play. Feels good. I'm not going to install any more resources because that would be dumb. We did that once. Okay. Install the pad tab. All right, so then we're going to run HQ. We'll get the bounce. Like they have to do install advance. Like SSL endorsement is actually really difficult. And there you go. So this server basically is going to be DNA tracker over and over again. So there's a big chance we can get a score agenda here. There's 2 agendas and 4 cards. And if we get it, we can bounce this into hand and just do the whole server over. Do we even need more than this money? No, I don't think we do. And also we can just bounce off of this thimble rig. The problem is like the border control is an issue. So let's go. Please no DNA tracker. This is acceptable. A non-CV break for 6. Thimble rig, you're 1 credit. Man, against Black Orchestra decks, this is so much better. Against Amakue. Now they can swap it. This one we actually have to break with our Tycoon, so they get more money. And they might actually want to use the counter here, and that's fine. We still get a turning wheel, and then we go back again. So we'll get a bounce here. Oh, shit! There is the Matimakundo. Sure. That's an unfortunate. But Sandstorm, okay, that's fine. They use that. I totally forgot about Sandstorm. We should have played Employee Strike. This would have been so easy. Move Sandstorm so it's outermost. Okay, we can jack out. So that fires. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. We can jack out, right? Yeah. So this still might work out for us. Unfortunately, the turning wheel didn't do anything. We don't know what this is. Oh, this has got scary. We need to just take this money and run twice. We can also let this one fire on the last run. Oh, God, it hurts. They're going to use one of them. That's fine. I think. Please let us access. Just please let us in. Bounce off R&D? No, but then they could just end the run with this one. Got him. None of this hand matters. Actually, we could just like inside job this. Seems fine. We don't encounter it, do we? No, I hope not. What? We do? Whoop. Well, there's another agenda in there. Wow. 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 Got him. Yeah, apparently we take the damage. When you pass it, not encounter it. Yeah. Wait, yeah, hold on. But this says when you encounter. Yeah, because we technically encounter it. Okay, so there's an SSL and there's a Nisei. So there is still a small chance that we can win. I think there is a reasonable chance we can win. Like, it's a 1 in 3 here on HQ. The problem is that we can't get turning wheel tokens anymore easily. We know what this is. We know what all this stuff is. So we can either just like draw cards and tank this thing over and over again. But then they draw a card though, so that like it's harder to find the card in here. Wow. We can go up to like 11. We have to run this twice though, because they might just border control it. They also might just like go ahead and like do the Matimi Kundo thing we keep forgetting about. Okay, I'll stop. It's all right. So what? We have technically 11 credits off the top. We can figure out a way to get through this. I think we can do this. This is 6. This is 7. That's all the money we have. But maybe we win right here. They can kill us with a DNA tracker and they can kill us with an Anansi. So I'm going to go ahead and draw first. Now we'll run. Only if they top deck an ice. Yeah, they had to top deck an ice. This gives them more money. Tycoon doing work. So they could top deck an ice. They could border control. At least we don't die to anything. We can always pay 2 credits for Anansi after we pop bankroll. Fuck, they got an ice. Maybe we actually wanted to dorm computer here. We probably wanted to dorm computer here. Fucking stop! Shit! We can't break all of it, so we might as well let it fire. This sucks. We still can win here. We have a 1 in 3 chance of winning. We're not going to die. So we're not breaking all the subroutines, so we take 3 damage. You're dead? No, we don't die. We pay 2 to live. We pay 2 to live. I think they forgot to put that diamond next to Anansi. Yeah, bankroll to draw 2. Like, we're totally fine here. The problem is, like, they'll probably border control. And then this is a Nisei or an SSL. We only have 7 cards left. We're tanking everything. We're tanking so much damage. And they're going to draw perfectly here. Like, they're setting up the top of R&D. They can draw 1 card, so it's a 1 in 3 if they want to risk the game and not border control. Yeah, we'll draw 1 here so we don't die. Please keep the bank job. Oh, actually, no. Why am I saying please keep things? Okay. Well, that's that. Well, we can win if we have enough money, right? I think all we need is money. Unfortunately, we don't even get a good Leela value here. Because I think this is a Nisei token. Once it's a Nisei token, I think we're going to lose the game on 5 points. I don't know what's left. 6 cards in our deck. It's way too hard to figure out now. But they have a Nisei token. And after we use Turning Wheel, they can always use a Nisei token. So Turning Wheel is actually really difficult to use. Do we want money or do we want cards? I think we actually just want money. And they probably drew something perfect there. All we need is money is the name of my Beatles cover band. It's an SSL. I think it's a Nisei. I think they over advanced this so that we don't like... They're playing around Leela's ability. Like, I'm pretty sure it's a Nisei because the Nisei chains into the SSL. I'll take the money. We're not dying to Neural, right? Oh, we cleared the current. Feels good. Yeah, Nisei makes sense. Yeah, I think it's a Nisei. Eli, innermost. Thimblerig, outermost. Again, Thimblerig, Mumbet City Grid is absolutely disgusting. Surprise amp. There you go. Marcus Batty res. There's the res. They're doing exactly what they needed to. What the shit? Corporate sales team? What? I guess we bounced that. That's actually pretty bad for us because it makes the agenda harder to find. Okay, well, we don't really have a turn here, do we? Bath is interesting. Pre-resing Rashida. Don't worry, we'll mill them, right? We'll mill them. Please don't lose Caddy. I just don't know if we have any more money, but we probably need something else. Amakua decks. Don't love them. Really don't love them. We just bounced an IP block to hand, which is actually pretty fine because it does do something. We have to treasure Amakua. IP block sucks. No creds is a good time to run through the slot machine, isn't it? Yeah, maybe. I totally forgot about that. Okay. 10 cards left. This is where we fisk them 3 times and we win. If we actually had 3 fisks, they're going to flood. Yeah, but we have literally no way to get in here. Like, I don't think we have any strikes left. 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strike. We have no strikes left. They don't have a Nisei token, which I did. Build for an HQ run. Like, that's 100% what we do. Like, I think we just drop to 4, gain credits. Ooh, falsified is kind of cool. That's actually really valuable. You think this is an agenda or you think it's an asset? I think it's an agenda. I think it's an agenda, right? 12 credits to get in plus. That has to be an agenda. There's no way it's an asset. It's not an NGO front. This is a really big risk. Falsified credentials. Woo! Damn, we're good. All right. So we got the money. We got that Amakua counter. That doesn't really help us. I think all border controls are out of the game. Gonna just hit Caddy up. It's gonna get ready for that fight. This board is a crowdfunding nightmare. Yeah, this deck is good. It knows what it wants to do. So they're gonna do double advance plus some nonsense. We've been taxing out their money pretty well, but like an Enigma on HQ. That's all they need. Hey, what's the chance we run archives and win? They don't have a Nisei token. They have multiple agendas in here. Do we run archives first? No. No, we don't. No, we don't, but we definitely run HQ and C2. We can definitely win this. If it doesn't work, we run archives, because archives doesn't cost us anything. Oh, Sandstorm sucks. Whatever, we'll go. Draw run? Oh, fuck. We could die if they have another DNA tracker. Yeah, if they have another DNA tracker, we die. Oh, they can't res. 2 credits? What can they... Yagura kills us? No, we can... We have no money. Yeah, okay. What kills us here? IP block is fine because they go down to 0 credits. This is fine. They have no money. Okay, running archives would be a mistake because it gives them money. No, there's no way they gain money because we only have 3 cards. Okay, oh fuck. We need to know every single card in their deck. We need to calculate what these 2 cards are because if they're the same type, they can score out. If not, they can't score out. Also, we have no more way of breaking through DNA tracker. I think we just run archives. This is another server we can win on. The thing is, like, if this fires, what's in our deck? I don't know what our deck is. Like, I just don't know the deck. We got it. All right, CSI, my friends. We got to CSI this. What's left in our deck? Oh, this is going to be so difficult. All our programs. Oh, this is impossible. We're never going to be able to do this. Breach Dome would make you sad now? Yeah, this deck isn't running Breach Dome. Turning Wheel, Pad Tap. We need to find out one of them. Pad Tap. Deuces. Diversion. It's a diversion of funds. And... Okay, so it's definitely a diversion of funds. So I think it is 2 events, right? Because like, as long as we just make... Okay, if we know it's 1 diversion of funds, we just check all the hardware and all the resources. So Beth, she's there. She's green. Triple crowdfunding. Yeah, that's there. Caddy on the table. Figure that one out. 3 Pad Tap, 2 Turning Wheel. Okay, so it's definitely double events. So it's special order. Hurstwood, thank you. Yeah, so that's... We can't do that. That sucks. 3 strikes is in there. Yeah, I think it's special order. I think Hurstwood's right. We have 2 special orders. So far, we only have 1 drone. Yeah, so it's order into doof. So we should have drawn once run archives. That's a play. What's that? Ooh, very cool. Yeah, you could draw them, run archives all day. Yeah. Now we don't die to Beach Dome. We don't have side game credits if there is like a Future Perfect in here. They can reposition the ice. Fuck! Shit. What was it? Shit. I don't know what we learned. I think they threw out a Mumbad. Another Thimble Rig. Something else. Okay, well, they're going to score that. There's nothing good to bounce, so now we just get credits. The only way we can win is off of R&D. We have no more inside jobs for here. So, yeah, we have one more run and one more access. 8 cards. I think if we, like, Fisk them, we had a chance of winning. Archives, you get Amaku counters? Yeah, we get one, but, like, we can't run through it anymore. Like, we can't spend... Like, in theory, we could spend 6 credits to get a single Amaku counter, but the game will be over before that point. Also, I don't know if I said, hey, Enter. How's it going? They also did rearrange the top of their R&D. Select an unres to bounce. Well, we don't have a choice here. We can't even tank this. Okay, that's game point. So we got to make one run. I don't even think we can. No, I don't even think we can get one more access. So we just need to make as much money as we can. So we have to take the credits for credit. No, we can't even make a single run. There is no silver we can access. Yeah, that's game. That sucks. This is 6, then we can't. We're 1 click short of getting an access. That's tragic. We would have seen 2 cards off the top of R&D. We're 1 click short. 1 click, 1 credit. So you know those turns that we spent 4 credits to the stupid current that we like fucked up? Huge misplay, because we're 1 credit short of the top 2. Could you kindly tell me if that would have worked out? Yeah, we can't run this. Well, there's no point. Can't run this. I also have a Mati trigger. Well. Oh, sure. You have an IP block. Got it, dorm computer. So that's it, scoring on the last knee save. If they scored this in the other order, I don't know if that would be good. So they're looking at the top of their deck. So we can figure out whether maybe we don't want to know. Maybe we want the mystery and feel like if we didn't goof it up. Next 2 cards were hedge funds. That's a hard matchup. Obviously, losing the Amina was the thing that cost us the game. I think we had a chance there. For how much money that they went through their deck, like they even recurred some of their money. We kind of kept them poor, but they did raise like 300 credits worth of ice. Don't feel terrible about that. We don't have anything to bounce. That's what I feel the most terrible about. We also should have played the strike on the turn that we sandstormed HQ. Like that was a huge misplay. I didn't consider the Mati ability because it was off all game because we played like strike on turn 3. And that definitely cost us pretty heavily. That was a well fought game at least. Cool. We're gonna do some deck building. If you're just tuning in, you're probably wondering like, what's the splash screen look like? Oh wow, that's super cool. Jonathan, I'm down to play. I'm just gonna build a deck first. I don't know if Pincel is writing. I think Pincel is writing. Just hope turning in. I hope it's a good Thursday. I'm working on a sour stout, which is a thing they let you make and put in bottles and sell to people. I don't read enough. I need to test my decks. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, I think Pincel is not writing, so we're gonna walk out. So for today, there is a deck I wanted to experiment with, and that is an idea. Seder Laboratories is the identity. Please don't leave. I have an idea. And by have an idea, I mean, we saw somebody else do this, and I don't honestly know who the name of the person who did this is, but they were playing against it. We were playing against it, and I don't think it worked out really well, but I love the idea of it, so we're gonna try and do that. Love that Splash King gets me every time. Hey, cheers. Chris, how's it going? Yes, sours, best beers. Oh, you were wrong. That sucks. How's it going? Shout out to maybe Toronto. I'm assuming you're from TO. This is Satyr Laboratories. It's a cool ability. It says that when the runner loses a click, they get to put a card on top of R&D, which sounds pretty mediocre. Sours are very good. I've had sours that are good. So this ability is like okay. Mostly I've been looking at this card a fair bit because we've been doing stuff for the Nisei. By the way, watch the finals on Sunday. Good luck to everyone playing in it. Kinchin, what's up? How you doing? So this ability looked really cool. We played against this. Somebody was playing this the other day against us, and basically their whole deck was, let me just maybe open this up a wee bit. So we want one of those. Why are they all unselected? Who did that? Give me 1 second. Do some going ahead. No. Actually, this, yeah, we need that. Okay, so the big thing that they added to this deck was border control, and let me tell you about a combo. Conundrum? I don't know, but I do miss Tapestry. You're building System Core? Yeah, I was at some point for a while. Jim is saying troll 3 times, which is pretty fun, but they can always just end the run, which is okay. But like, this is my combo. This is border control. You can't run last click into border control. Because if you run last click into border control, they control the border, and then your run has ended, which will be an issue if you're trying to get into something. Okay, so don't run last click. That's the rule. But Mason Bellamy, if you don't run last click, you lose a click. So as long as you position your border control accurately, correctly, and you can always position it with Jinja City Grid, because you'll top deck it. Do we have a border control permanent server? Because if they run last click, they'd lose to border control. But if they run first, second, or third click, Mason Bellamy fires. Maybe, I guess you have to use the border control first. That's confusing. A Kawa project is going to make this make more sense too. But the idea is that you can make a server that's really hard to contest. Because they run early game, early turn, you're going to do your Satyr stuff. And if they do a late game, you're going to border control them. And by game, I mean turn. Chat, are we on board with this? This sounds like technically sound, right? I've considered this heavily for... Fine move. How's it going, Sophie? Love it, Hammer. Welcome. Q losing to R&D lock? No further questions. Thank you. We're also going to have to hit this button, which says that. Because it's important. What's the worst that can happen? Spiker, how's it going? Oh, worst that could happen is... Yeah, actually, it's not that much bad that can happen. A wildly optimistic player myself. This seems legit. Pyrobalm. Yeah, right? Seems flawless. Pretty sure it's flawless. So we're gonna combo this with our friend the Kawa project. Not only is this harder to steal on the last click, also does specs. It's good. Also does this fire our ability, but like it's hard to steal this last click. So go, we can do it. The deck that we were playing against specifically ran voting machine initiative, but like we don't need to go that far into this, right? I really don't like this card. I think that's what's most importantly. It really punishes those who click through Eli Ichi. Yeah, it does. There's a lot. Picori, gotta run. Have a good rest of your stream. Thanks so much for dropping by, actually. Hope any of this made sense. Enjoy the evening. Make sure you res ice on centrals and we're good. Yeah, the thing is, like, we're HB. We got legitimately good ice. Now, the only problem, like, I think the way that you play around it is that you, like, click through an Eli and then you run their bullshit remote server. So that their Satyr Laboratories ability has already fired so that they can't recur border control. That's, like, the best thing you can do, right? Yeah. That's good. What will you record? Record border control. That's what we're recurring. It's good. Let's do it. We gotta get some agendas in here. I think Project Vitruvius is unconditionally good. That already puts us at 15 agenda points, so we can put 3 2-pointers or 2 3-pointers. So we could do SSL and play more of a Glacier, which is pretty fine. Satyr's from Terminal Directive, so not playing Standard. Jeffin, how's it going? Actually, Satyr Laboratories is in System Core 2019, so this card is in Standard. A couple cards from Terminal Directive, about 13 or 14, are in the System Core. So this is cool for Standard play. That being said, you're right. Most of that box is no longer in Standard play. Okay, so I feel like money's gonna suck. So SSL endorsement's probably okay. We also maybe could play food. Food seems okay, but like we're already playing real 3-pointers, so food might not even help us that much. Actually, no, it probably still does unless they get 2 Akawas. We need to run ice, and this is a good place to start. We have border control, which is a good piece of ice. Eli 1.0, people want to click through this thing, which is pretty good, so we're gonna go ahead and play 3 of them. Architect is incredibly good. If Architect fires to reinstall a border control, you win. Emotionally. Fairchilds are pretty good. 3s are fantastic. 2s are pretty good as well. Excuse me. Going on from that, that's all that we want to play. Ichi 1.0 is not bad. A lot of people want to click through this. It lines up really well through a lot of stuff. Like MK Ultra is pretty awkward. Yeah, this is not bad. What else do we want? I'm assuming that if we're playing Fairchilds, firstly, we would want, and if we're running border control, no, that doesn't work, but we will actually probably want to play 1 copy of that Loki. Loki is really good with Fairchild. People don't respect it. Becomes a Fairchild 3, which is really good. Unfortunately, all our ice can be clicked through, which is pretty bad, so I think we want stuff that can't be clicked through. Enigma, yeah, parallel. I love Enigma and Seder Adaptive Seder Laboratories. We saw this actually specifically in the System Core tournament, and that's really fun. 1 timely public release. Spags, that will hurt me. How about Excalibur? That's interesting. That's honestly pretty interesting. I think Excalibur is restricted though, so let's put that in the last moment if we need to. Run any traps to recur to? I don't think you really want to recur traps. And I'm worried that we just don't have economy to do traps. Excalibur rotated? No, it didn't. It just became restricted. Yeah, it's still there. Do we think Enigma over Gatekeeper? I didn't even consider Gatekeeper. I think Enigma is super cute. The thing is, like, yeah, we definitely want to. This only fires early game, so like when Enigma lets you like recur a hedge fund in the early game, yeah, that's okay. On that note, we also probably want Biotic Labors just because it is a way that we can like recur out a win. Like we do have Vitruvius's, maybe we can cheese it out, score 1 of these, and then do something else. This should be a 2. I don't know how we did that wrong. What else is good? Clickable through. The only other thing I would consider is Ravana, because Ravana is pretty good. Maybe we play 2 of them. I feel like we have a lot of ice here though. That's fucking hell. That's a lot of ice. That's 21 ice. That's too many ice. We'll figure it out. All right, blue level clearance is pretty sweet. It gives us money. It also is like a pretty good card if we are playing Jinja City Grid, which I think we are. Rob also, I didn't say hi. How's it going? From there, what do we want? Friends in high places. We can't really do that, can we? We want some just neutral stuff. Hedge funds seem pretty good. IPO is a good card. I would play Rashida just because we are playing Jinja City Grid, and that's really good. NGO Front also is pretty okay. We could actually go ahead and play like some pretty silly things. Like we could play Strongbox. We're playing Strongbox. Is this card still legal? No, Strongbox rotated? Did Strongbox rotate? Did the revised core set actually rotate? Hey, waiting to take off so you're on a timer. Oh shit, okay. We don't build decks quickly. This is gonna be awkward. Did the system core actually rotate? No more Strongbox. That's weird. That's really weird. Okay. Chat, we gotta do something else. I respect that. I like some upgrades in here. We're definitely gonna go. I think you want to do 3 copies of that Jinja City Grid, and that's 48 cards. But mind you, we have way too many of these. For what it's worth, I honestly don't know. Oh, did we do this? No, this is also, you can't do this. This is also no, not that one. This one's also a grid, so we can't play both of them or region. Archive Memories, Philip, how's it going? Philip Moser. I think we're gonna do enough recursion. We probably don't need it, but like Archive Memories border control is not bad at all. Ash is fine. I just don't think we're gonna have enough money. I want to add more money to this list. Fast track with 5/3s is like embarrassingly hard to use because you can't do fast track and still advance it. It's just too many clicks. Attitude adjustment, good for the Jinja decks. Oh shit, that's actually really a cool idea. I do like that. Not only are we running 3-pointers, but we're running Jinja. That's really cool. Is Ravana better than Fairchild 2? I don't think so. People generally click through this to some extent. You prefer the suite to 6 3-pointers than a Vitruvius? No. Probably not. No, that's better. It gives us card slots. Now the Biotic Labor is less good though. It's actually like pretty bad. Austerity? Oh yeah, Austerity is really cool. That's our win condition. This deck just keeps saying good HB cards. I will put them all together. Thank you. This seems pretty good. I actually want to maybe play one copy Restore. I think Restore is like a super underrated card. Not only for border control, but just like for MCA. Like this card is basically better than Archive Memories for assets. This card's really good. What restricted card? Nothing yet. There's a chance we might want to get an Excalibur in there. I don't know. Biovault's also pretty fine. Ooh, Biovault is really cool, but that card's way too expensive. Like, I just don't think we have the money. Okay, let's look at this right now. So, Architects honestly seem mediocre. Maybe we actually want like just 1 or 2 Satyr Adaptive Barriers. Big fan of Arc Lockdown. Jogging, what's up? Ash is fine, but like we're gonna have trash money. Like, let's see what this draw's like. Okay, well, we mulligan that. So this is not great. Like, we don't have enough money cards. What do you do for money in HB? You think you want a lot of recursion out of Satyr? No, we have no recursion. Like, I think we just want to recur border controls. We want to recur restores, which is like recurring border controls. I just think we need more money because the average cost of ice is like 4 to 5 credits. Also more draw cards probably. You need Mason Bellamy. Oh, we didn't put Mason Bellamy in the deck. Yo, huge help. Maryland campaign is possible. I can't believe we forgot to put Mason Bellamy in the Mason Bellamy deck. Man, Restore is really good with MCA. I think people are fucking out. Blue level Z-Bag, what's up? We got 2 of them. We could do another. That might be too much. Too big to fail. That's like 5 influence. AAL Maui. I think you know how that's gonna go. You've seen HB Splash for Celebrity Gift, especially around 7 agendas. I hate Celebrity Gift. I don't think Maryland's enough value. Yeah, it ties up the remotes for a fair bit. Install advanced events. We could jam every turn. I was gonna ask if there's any econ card that we can install advanced events, and then I realized we have NGO front in our deck, which is pretty good. 2 influence left. Also, we can get like, what's a good influence money card? Stinson is banned from the game. Stinson did get banned. How much ice do we need for Jesus Christ. How much ice do you think we need for a Jinja deck? I've never played like a strong Jinja deck. Is it actually, there's no way this is right. Is there actually 20? Because we're at 20 ice. It seems like a lot. And in terms of like the MCA AP Jeeves thing, also, what's up, Cody? Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty difficult considering yeah. Pop up. Not the worst. Not a lot of assets. Yeah, the thing is like we're gonna run 1 remote. Let's just see what the draw's like. I just think we don't have enough money. Opening hand is trash. That's like not a. How is that so bad? We have 20 ice. Okay, there we go. Install. Yeah, that's good. Biased reporting. Wait, that's not a good card. That's a bad card. Why would we play that? Slot machine. Oh man, this card's super interesting. I think that's my favorite part about it. Oh, but how's it going? You want a current? I don't think Satyr actually cares that much if we get employee striked. Having a current is pretty cool too, though, but like the only good current is actually really expensive. And being Trap Ice that gives 5 credits, forgot name, is that banned? No, but it's like 3 influence. Special offer. How much is the one that gives you credits every time they run? But they're not gonna run a lot. Like that's actually a really big thing. Is like against Satyr Laboratories, people don't run that often. Because if they hit a Fairchild 3, they have to click through it, which is not good for them. On top of it, like MCA austerity policy means they can't click through it. So like I don't think people are gonna be running often. So we're not gonna get like good pop-up value. We're not gonna be getting any really strong value. I don't know. 52 cards. Yeah, it's a start. We just need to shave 4 off, maybe get some influence in. I just want like straight economy. What's like a straight economy card? And I don't want to play Beanstalk royalties. Like we want to find cards that are busted when you recur them. And border control is obviously the beginning of that. No Violet, Ultraviolet love. Violet, one of them rotated. Yeah, Ultraviolet no longer exists. And Violet level is actually like pretty difficult to play. They run last click though, with lots of snares. That's the opposite of the money problem we have. Enigma, Fairchild. I think the Fairchilds are worse than Enigma. I mean, are better than Enigma. Just because like Enigma does end the run, but like do we just play Surveyor? Like maybe 2 Slave or Surveyor? I hate Celebrity Gift. Maybe we do play Celebrity Gift. The thing is, like, Celebrity Gift gets even worse than a Jinja deck because you show the hand and your hand is not going to have any ice. So your hand is going to be like all agendas. Like, I really don't think we want to Celebrity Gift a hand when we like installed 4 ice, Celebrity Gift. And it's like, firstly, it's hard to Celebrity Gift when we Jinja everything else. I don't think Celebrity Gift is right for this. Play 1 Brainstorm. It's a kind of a Nombo with a Jinja City Grid deck. Like, I'm not convinced. Miraju. Yeah, nobody plays Miraju. What happened to that card? Targeted marketing? Yeah, Tarmar is an option. I don't love Tarmar. Like, Tarmar's not an economy card. Tarmar is a control card. And I don't think there's any card that we lose to. Peak efficiency. I do like this card a fair bit. Black level. That one's gone. That one did rotate. Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. Okay, maybe we just cut 1 card, add a 2 credit economy card. What's a 2 credit economy card? Just like, let's find an operation that says econ on it, and then we'll call it a day, and then we'll just cut like a card randomly. This button doesn't work anymore. Restructure doesn't exist anymore in the format. Standard procedure is confirmed fun. Yeah, kind of. My card is kind of fun. Death and taxes. That is an economy card. It's 3 influence. Shit. Bias reporting is not. We need early economy. That's like a late game dirtily economy card. Install 1. Install and gain some credits. DNT make bonkers money. Death and taxes. It makes good money. It's just too much influence. Cerebral static. This can't be that hard. We just need an economy card. Am I being too difficult? Sweeps is perfect. What's the HP op that dereses any number of cards to res another? Oh, I don't think we'd want that though. Shit if I know. ELP is okay. I just want money though. I don't think ELP is gonna be an issue because people are not gonna be running often. Because we have good ice. Overcity, no, that's bad. Drop an attitude for Celebrity Gift. I think Celebrity Gift's gonna be really bad in a Jinja deck. This is not gonna, they're gonna run enough. Special offer was that Chuck suggested. Yeah, it's a one-time fire though. Is that terrible? No. Successful demonstration doesn't fire a lot. Special offer recurrent? Oh man. Shoot the moon. There you go. Standard procedure. This is the best one so far. Do you have slot machine? No, we don't. I don't think slot machine's an econ card though. People just don't run it. There's no money. Did we already slide NGO? Yeah, we did. Hedger IPO, we got it. Special offer. Make it pop up then. We have too many cards. Like, I'm gonna cut Ravana for pop up. That feels like a sin. Oh, I don't like this. Is successful demo legal? Yeah, successful demo is legal. The thing is, like, it's so hard to play successful demo on any turn that involves a 5/3. Like, you literally can't. This card with Nisei Mark II, mind you. Tarmar is not an econ card. Tarmar is almost never an econ card. Yo, we can't get hung up on by this. Okay, I'm gonna show you that playing Celebrity Gift is bad. Oh, what? Celebrity Gift has 3 influence? What? Okay, we'll play 1. That's a bit more palatable. Now we need a 1 influence econ card. Chat. Okay, we've ticked out all the boxes. We've ticked all the boxes. All the boxes have been ticked. Product recall has nothing to fire on our deck. Impenetrable or impenetrable? Impenetrable? Server. Oh, that name is terrible. I think there's like a clever name here with borders and masons. Yeah, it sucks though. That's fine. We're locked in. Pop-up is one influence. It is. I just don't think people are going to run a lot because we have really taxing ice. Like, pop-up is better for a deck that's like, oh, I have remote servers you want to check and stuff like that. This is more Glacier. I just don't think we're going to get enough value. Okay. Satyr. Call it click control. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's better. We're going to go ahead and change it. You win this one, Powerbomb. Click control. Well played. How much influence is troll? I think it's 2. But like that's you have to pay money into that trace. It's an anti-econ card. Unless no, that's an NBN current. Jonathan, you want to play? We'll play. Sidering green beans onto R&D. This is maybe the worst thing I can think of. What's green beans? Green level? Do as I say there, not as I do. Hey, click control. Yeah, and we got to build a new deck then. Jonathan, I said we play a game. I don't know. Walked away, just came back to this masterpiece. It's fucking perfect. It's a brilliant deck. Let's do. Oh yeah, of course. It's flawless. It's been tuned. We spent many a minute looking at that, arguing against chat, who's trying to help. Definitely trying to help, but we want ice in the beginning. Yeah, that sucks. We're playing against a Kiko Nisei. Thank you, you two. Wants to pressure R&D. We want a piece of ice on R&D. We'll get one. That's actually not that bad. Unfortunately, there's no econ card that we can play here. Playing blue level clearance will just kind of pressure on HQ. I think we actually just like put this on R&D and like jam the Rashida, because next turn we want a blue level clearance and HQ is so much worse. I think we'll take a credit here. What's green beans? I think it's beanstalk. Yeah, that mulligan's terrible. I don't mind bailiff. Bailiff is okay. I just double crowd. This is fine. You can see 2 cards. We have most of our agendas in our hand. You can pay 1 to see 2. Are you serious? Oh, it's the opposite of what I think. That's fine. Cedar Labs, what's the premise? We want to reconstruct border control. We're gonna break R&D lock. We actually probably don't need to do this. We just want ice. And ice we found. We actually started to build a remote server. We want something taxing on R&D. That's pretty good. We'll build our remote server, keep this on the inside. I think we want it on the inside, right? It actually doesn't matter because our combo is like pretty poorly figured out. It's important to know that chat is never able to help. No, chat's really good. I gotta move though for my chat, but like chat's been super good. Peace in our time. Okay, this looks like a slow dirtling type deck. We're gonna set up server 2, and then we can jam. We can actually like legitimately just jam straight in there. I think we probably want to. They need a barrier breaker. This they can click through. This will be an issue. Maybe we recur it when they click through this later on in the game. I don't know. I think we'll jam it. We want this one. Let's go. What does border control have to do with Satyr? With Mason Bellamy, we can like the idea with Satyr. It's best if you find a disposable card, a card that trashes itself, and if you can recur it over and over again, that's how you get the most value out of Satyr's ability. And border control is the best. Could you kindly move your face cam? I'm on it. How's it going, Suhas? So we're gonna go ahead and res this bad boy. No fire. I think we want to go install. We can just do double this into IPO. They're really dirtly. They're setting up for that late game. They're gonna be drawing 2 cards here, so it's hard for them to run to some extent. And then maybe we can blue level. If we wanted to play slower, we could like blue level and then just like start advancing. Caddy, that's pretty slow. We're gonna be on game point. I'm kidding. We can't biotic out anymore. Oh, lamb. That's exactly what they needed. Unfortunately, it's a bit too slow. Fairchild 2 we'll put on server 2. If you want to attack R&D, I think we played against Lithduel before, and they were just playing this and Lamb and Ngolo, so we have no defensive upgrades, but they spent like 1 billion credits to break every piece of ice. And that's 9 credits in the bank. Let's go. Andre's jammy HB. I do love playing some jammy HB. And this is legitimately pretty jammy. Like, I think we'll just blue level clearance jam. Border control works well with Mason. Border control works really well with Mason. Border control works really well with Lamb, too. Oh, you're running last click, so you have to pay 7 for this. So that's good for us. They might see 3 cards. That's really expensive. I wish we were just like, as soon as you see a deck like this that has like a really like paying 7 to break a single piece of ice, you hit them with hard hitting news, stuff like that. We'll pay 1 here. They've been guessing our side game every single time. They'll see 2 off the top. Now they're gonna know every single card we drew, so there's no actually downside to the Jinja City. We'll take the money. Ichi 1.0 on server 2 sounds really good. I actually think we just do install advance. This is what a window looks like. I didn't do enough math here. No blue level? Yeah, way ahead of you. There's no way. They're playing slow. We're just gonna jam. I'm gonna be on game point. So you play on Jinteki and wanted to come say hi. I won't be able to watch tonight. Coming down with something that needs some rest. Oh fuck, Patrick. Hopefully you're feeling better. Take care of yourself. Drink some liquids. Have a good time. Hopefully you're feeling better. Thanks for dropping by. Okay, chat. I just want to tell you a little bit about how bad Celebrity Gift is in a Jinja deck. Cause what are we gonna show them all the agendas in her hand, or literally every IC gem. Like it's just very difficult to do this. I love that this deck is like the only deck that can reasonably play government investigations. Like we were going to spend 2. Like this card would be so much better if it says the corp can't spend 0. Like I think this is actually backwards. I don't care. That's just been 0. All right, they're gonna see 3 cards. That might be an issue. They actually have the money and the clicks to steal a Kawa project. Hit the MCA austerity. They're on 2 credits. If we had any way to punish them, we would. Yeah, this is great. This card I've never seen play besides Lith Duel playing this one. But I think it actually doesn't work with their identity. Like we're never gonna pay 2. They're actually happy if we pay 2. Before I go, any reason to play Satyr if you don't have border control seems mostly just bad to me. Yeah, no, Satyr's just mostly not great. But we wanted to try the border control combo, and that is Inez and holy shit, and Val. I never realized that, Jim. I don't think the server needs to get any bigger. No, that's fine. All right, so we can maybe play Celebrity Gift next turn sometimes. Yay. This also draws 2 cards, but like blue level clearance might just be better, and we just jam into this remote. We'll probably be fine. They have to run it twice with this one single lamb. I don't think they're gonna be able to do it. It's interesting how spending 3 turns letting archives is like worth getting 9 credits. Yeah, we'll do double Ichi. That seems obnoxious. Let's get an agenda. Agenda is got. And then we'll do advance, hedge. Also starting at effigy Monday. Wish me luck. Good night. Hey, good night. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. Best of luck. Stay hydrated and confident, but most importantly, have fun out there. That seems like a really cool thing to be doing. Defensive upgrade would be good in the server. But I think we'll probably just be fine on border control. We just need to make sure we have enough money for this nonsense server. I did not do any math here. It just feels like we have enough. And they're going to be on a lot. Give me a lot of money. Can't even res all that. No, we can't. If that was a Kawa, would be even better. There's the Angolo. That's another like 300 credits. So this is 5, 10, 14, 14. That's good enough. Cover up archives to avoid all crowdfunding. Come back. It doesn't matter. If they spend 3 runs to run archives 3 times, we'll win. Like we're on 6 points. We have a big ass remote. Their crowdfundings take like 3 turns to pay off. It's not really worth our time. Yeah, so they're just going to try and win off a single run. They're not even going to contest a remote. So the game that they're playing is very it's very like luck heavy because they're not playing the board. They're just trying to win off of R&D, which sometimes they will. Like they are going to see a fair bit of cards in the game. Maybe they do win. I didn't consider whether we have to res this or not, but FC 3 fires first. You sure? Yeah, this gains it before. So it's FC3's subs into the Loki sub. What do you want to do? Why reveal? Oh, because this is actually interesting. We played their deck before. We didn't see a killer. I don't think this is terrible. Like I think the double Ichi is actually pretty interesting. So they need to break this. So it is a code gate. So they could just go ahead and Ungolo it, which is actually pretty expensive. It's 6 credits if they want to get through all of it, which at that point we're not scared of them anymore. Oh, it's not. It's only 4 credits. They don't have the boost. All right, they broke all of it. Now they're in. That's an FC3. That's another 5 credits. So they're on 5 credits, so we don't... This doesn't matter. And interestingly enough, there is only 1 more SSL in the deck, 2 Murakawa, and so there's 4 agendas in R&D. They have to hit 3 of 4 to win the game. Pretty sure Loki has 3 strength and Ngolo is 2. Oh yeah, you're right. I think you forgot to boost the Ngolo. Thank you. I thought that was right. Okay, well they have no money now. Yeah, it is 3 strength. Sorry, I thought it was. And then they did it confidently, and I believed them. Alright, they want to trash 1 card. That's reasonable. They also want to get their Cyberdelia credit back. I think they might have forgot it before in the game. So maybe that actually makes it even. Oh, you should though. That's because it isn't a code gate technically. Because of its interesting ability. So Janet doesn't know how to deal with it. Yeah, so generally it prompts you to boost, and for this one it didn't because this technically isn't a code gate. There's no way to click on this to click on another ice. Trashing a crowdfunding, that's cool. I think they could just go ahead and trash like Cyberdelia. This is likely game. There's a chance it's an NGO front. Can't spend 0. I mean 2. So they spend 1. We spent 0, so got him. So they're going to see 4 cards. They need to hit all 4 agendas, or 3 out of, yeah. Trash an MCA austerity. I don't know if you want to trash that. Like you go down to 0, so there's no way you can win when you trash that. They haven't taken any of them. Yes, they should have more money with Cyberdelia. So now they're running this, so we can just like do this. This fires, trashes everything. Going to bed later. Hey, see you tomorrow. Thanks for dropping by, Kenny. Enjoy your evening. Well, they assumed they were done. Yeah, they definitely did. But edge cases, all that. So we can give them, they actually have a link, so we'll spend a credit. F for the runner. Yeah. I don't know. So this style actually will win games. Like I'm just gonna ignore you and slam R&D. We were a pretty jammy deck, and like we were able to build like a 5 strength ice or 5 ice remote. Like that's kind of a big deal. Oh, we did hit a nanotech. Can we kill them with brain damage? Nah, it's super unlikely. Whoa, can we kill them with brain damage? No, right? Bad manners? Well, what am I doing? That's fine. Am I out of line at some point? Not asking if they want to break. They can't. What are you talking about? So we're not gonna res any of this. Cool thing, border control is actually gonna give us 5 credits. There's the econ we needed. Gain 5 and the run. Woo! Click to break. Oh, they could have. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I thought they had no clicks left. Yeah, they could have clicked through that brain damage. That was BM. I'm assuming they didn't want to though. If they clicked through it, we would have been happier. So we did them a favor, right? Because if they clicked through it, we would have border controlled them. So we forced their hand. Running HQ, that's a good play. I like that, but Eli's just gonna end the run. Anyways, I was saying like this sort of thing where they're just like slamming R&D for singles, which I think we played against them the next week. Last week. No, that's fine. That will work sometimes. I just think we went a bit faster and didn't have a lot of agendas. That's sort of like, maybe that's better in Leela, like sort of ability. Like I don't know why they're playing exactly Shaper. I guess it's because they want this. It's a flexible card, but this is only 2 influence. This is 4 influence. Wow. Alright, deck is flawless. Mason Bellamy did a lot of work. I'm telling you, Celebrity Gift is really bad in a Jinja deck. Fortunes with you on agenda draw. Yeah, I drew a fair bit. I actually find the current helps with me. Oh, the government? Did they hear us? How do they know we're talking about this? Lost deck and lost play. I don't know how the government... But why? Don't you want the corp to pay too? If I had a runner identity that says run R&D, corp loses 2 credits. I'd play that identity. Slot machine? Yeah, we had it. Too late though. So yeah, this is wild, right? Like this sort of card, I think people saw before. Like this would be really cool as soon as somebody wants to pay money on it. Like, sorry, as soon as there was a side game that was at the control of the runner. But now we can't. So it's a 50-50. But like generally if the corp spends 2, a rich corp gives an extra click. I tend to think differently. I respectfully disagree though. I don't know. Corps need money to win the game. I think that's way more important than Beth firing every turn. Right? Like hell, one of those Beth clicks that you got, you just spent playing the government investigation. How could it be? How that's a bit cyclical, no? Thanks for the game. If this said the corp can't spend 0, I'm in on it. That's cool. Because you can spend 0. Wait, that would be absurd, right? Oh, it's both players can't spend. Okay, cool. All right, let's give this another shot. I want to see the Mason Bellamy combo. I still just think like Jinja border control is really good. And also like Jinja, it's less influence, but you could do Jinja Surveyor. That's not really anything new. What would the anti-Gabe runner look like? What do you mean anti-Gabe? Yeah, right? Like run R&D. They lose 2? That'd be disgusting. Yeah, there's no way you can print that. They lose for Keyforge now. Yo, does anybody in chat play Keyforge? I want to hear what your opinions are. I still haven't played my one deck I have. Keyforge. $11 games on. We are one of them. So we'll see how long this goes. It sounds awful. How was it actually? It sounded awful. The deck or Keyforge? I haven't tried Keyforge yet. Not Shaper Flavor though. Successful run archive, lose 2 in Anarch. Oh, that would be broken. Like that's basically what Alice Merchant wants to be. Keyforge is fun. Oh, cool. It's goofy. That's what my understanding of it is, because you can play so many cards. There's like a lot of like swinging. It feels to me like maybe like Commander and Magic, and I'm not a very big Magic player, but that sort of thing. Like, oh, I'm gonna play this crazy turn, and they respond with another crazy turn. It's a fun beer and pretzels game when you don't have to draft. Oh, cool. Yeah, some people at the bar playing it today, and it seemed like they were having a lot of fun. It's not a party game. How imagine playing a league or something without getting bored of my deck. Yeah, having to play the same deck forever, I think like that would get to you. That's the thing about Keyforge. Like, are people not going to do this where like they buy enough Keyforge packs? Like, okay, hear me out. If as long as you wear opaque sleeves, can't you buy enough Keyforge packs to basically make a cube and then just like make your own randomized Keyforge decks? Right? Like you can skip the purchasing part of it once you've purchased enough product. Right? Like the card pool is only so big. So if you buy like, I don't know, maybe you buy 20 Keyforge decks, that's like what? $400? That's a lot of money, isn't it? Can't you just put all the factions together and be like, I'm randomly picking whatever 30 cards or whatever it is, 13 of each faction? Skip purchasing through many purchases. Yes. But you amortize that cost. But like, yeah, I'm assuming you can just make up your own Keyforge decks at some point. I played for Keyforge once, Andrew says, and it's pretty fun. I don't really care if I never play again, though. Hey, cool. You could, but I think you just buy a bunch. What are you going to do? Memorize it? What do you mean, Terrence? Like, just make a computer program that does it. That just prints you Keyforge decks. I went to one Keyforge event, and the competitive scene is just not for me. It's a fun casual game, though. Were people, like, super competitive? Like, clearly they purchased their way to good decks? Or were they just, like, players playing whatever they got, but, like, min-maxing it? The fun of it is just showing up, grabbing a beer, grabbing a deck. That's what I appear on. Hey, cheers. Cool among camels. Nice name. All right, we want to ice up every server, which we want money to do that. We have nothing in our hand to occur. This is going to kind of crazy, but I'm going to hit that mulligan button. Nah. We just need money. People were there with dozens of decks, super analytical, which I don't feel that game warrants. Interesting. Okay, this hand's not great anymore. The mechanics are very Hearthstone-centric, which is also pretty meh to me. All right. So they want to pressure HQ. We want to get a hard end to run on HQ if we can. Border control is probably one of the best they have. If they run archives, it's like mediocre for us. They could be Apocalypse deck. That would obviously be bad. I think we're just going to go ahead and take a credit. Actually, Ichi might scare them, but we really can't. It doesn't really do anything. It really does nothing, in fact. So I think we actually put the Loki on archives, which might scare them at some point. Speaking of Econ Denial, this deck has been a lot of fun. Nick, check what this deck is. You really eventually know all your deck trade collections with someone. I mean, if you buy 20 decks, you can't memorize it, then you don't need to build a program. Yeah, right? They didn't take a tag. They're setting up for that. I like that play a fair bit. This isn't awkward. We have a fair bit of economy in our deck. I'm just kidding. We don't. So I'm just going to click for 3 credits. We'll draw once, click for 2. That was terrible. Chaz, what's up? It's been pretty heavy into Keyforge the last couple of months. I really like, obviously way different than Netrunner. Hey, glad to hear. Question is whether we're going to trash this. I don't think we are. The biggest issue is I don't want to go ahead and like jettison a Rashida. That seems pretty bad. Oh, this hand's really awkward. Ichi's really awkward. All those stealth credits and no stealth breakers. I want to see this deck. No ice for you. Uh-oh. So I don't know what we do here. Probably throw this out, click for 3. I don't think we want to trash. Like, it's a 4 credit swing. They have a lot of money. Smoke. Yakuza Lamb. Did second card flying. Interesting. Draw, install crowdfunding. Nobody's doing anything. I just want to end the run. Give me an Eli. I don't know. Like an Eli would be cool. Draw. Okay, now if they click through something, it's like medium okay. They're definitely running 3 copies of Hot Pursuit, so we'll deal with it a bit. EGHQ, who cared? Yeah, I think that's right. Just recurring credits to help pay for Lamb and Kuza. Yeah, Netrunner's fine. You don't even need stealth. Okay, so if they click through this, we'll get a hedge fund back. Seems okay. They actually can click through it. Otherwise, they can trash their installed crowdfundings, which is okay as well. They might just want to play 4 and take a brain damage. Not the worst. Hi, Andre. Glad to catch a stream. Glad you can make it too. Oh, so they know that they're accessing this now. Like, not a great access. Unfortunately, like, Liz does get value. And we're going to have to purge every once in a while. We have no way to punish viruses. That smoke deck wants network exchange. I don't even know if I know what network exchange is. What's network exchange? It's an interesting deck. I think Ankusa is really cool. I think there's ways to make it better though, like Dinosaurus or Friends. I think Mirror is never worth it. Oh, that's the one that install costs get more expensive, right? Yeah. I want to play this card in Reina. Obelisk. Alright, Dirty Laundry here. Oh, this is going to actually hit pretty hard. It's a Loki. So it's going to have a Fairchild 2 subs in front of it. Obelisk is pretty cool. Their hand size is going to be massive. Basically, just use crowdfunding A-subs a bunch, recurring credits to use the Lamb. I think it's cool. With Lamb, also, you could consider, like, knifing things. Because you make things a barrier, right? That Loki's actually a really good res here. Even, like, Ichi. They're not respecting Ichi. Ichi here would have been disgusting. Oh, they fisked us. That's good. So, it has Fairchild 3's abilities, so they're all going to fire. So, we're just going to click on them. All right, so they paid 2. They paid 2. They can't click through this one, unfortunately. They take a brain damage. And now they have to end the run unless they want to shuffle the Griffin. They might actually do it. This gets really obnoxious when Obelisk has a huge hand size. Yeah, they're doing it. All right, they're in. No cards in hand. They're going to draw 2. Got him. Don't get our hedge fund back. That's fine. It's really hard to play blue level clearance at this point. Architect's okay. It doesn't actually let us install something. It lets us install something from hand, though. Oh, that was not what we wanted to do. I don't even know if we want Rashida. Like, Rashida's just going to hurt us. Architect's really good against, like, a kill. Like an apocalypse. I want to bait the inside jobs, the sneak door betas. Or the inside jobs and spearfishing, largely. Mason Bellamy sounds pretty not good. If we had a Turing on the remote, we'd be good. Fuck, we're getting fist again. At least we got the NGO front into the gamble. Or the hedge fund. Hopper suit coming down 2 clicks left. Not respecting anything. Like, there's so many bad hits here. I think we actually do use border control. Oh, fuck. Now we res this. We can't actually do anything. They click through this, though. We would, like, recur some shitty garbage. That was a mistake. We should have res the other one. It's a good hopper suit. They get an agenda. They can't get the Kawa, which is pretty good. Oh, we meant to put a hedge fund on top of the deck. Actually, do we want to? Yeah, we do. Oh, they access the Kawa project. Feels good. Fortunately, we don't have a play here. We can do install advance. That's probably the best play, but we're going to have to discard some cards. Stop doing this. Wrong. Just finished my time card. Congrats on probably being finished today. Oh, wait, that's wrong. That's better. That feels much better. Want the ice. We can't throw out the agendas. The server is actually pretty bad. They're going to start getting single accesses here. Also now, like, Amaku onto archives is pretty bad, so I think we're going to keep the better ice. Yeah, we're just going to get wrecked. I think we're just going to get, like, absolutely obliterated. We're not going to have time to build a remote server. We need some sort of punishment. Ichi subs. So they're going to spend 4 on this. Obelisk is good. 3 influence, though. Is that Obelisk? Yeah, it is. Amina coming down, going to punish the code gates. It lines up pretty well. It's 2 credits to break Fairchild too, so that's a liability now. They're going for the diversion of funds. I think we're actually going to go ahead and going to border control their border. Explains 9 cards in hand. That it does. I just don't know how we possibly start scoring. Like, it's so hard. Like, I think we just need a purge. We probably should have purged that turn. Yeah, we almost definitely should have purged that turn. Hopefully they deck themselves. I don't know. This is going to take forever. I'm not excited for this game. We'll purge next turn for sure. Ow. Bankroll coming down. 1 click left. Amina. We res for 6. We lose 7. Amina breaks for 4. We're going to lose Amina credits on the other Fairchild anyway, so we might as well do this. And we're going to have a hand of only agendas. Luckily, they fisked us twice. Corp loses 1. Here they can pin another 2. Now they're running with a click left, which is smart, so they can steal the Ikawa. I stole an SSL, actually. That's really good for us. It makes it so much easier to purge. We can actually res Fairchild 3. But yeah, this is the one card that absolutely demolishes our ice suite because we have so many code gates. I don't want to res this because we want to purge this turn. Oh, wow. Do we purge? Do we purge? This card's really good right now. No, we don't purge. Architect they can break. This gets the border control back, so I think we put this on HQ or R&D. I'd be more worried about HQ. So far they played 2 Hot Pursuit, 1 Doof, so we'll put it on HQ. This has the ability to get us back border control. Oh, we had 2 clicks left. Fuck, we actually wanted a blue level clearance there. Cubon coming down, FC3. That's the final dirty laundry. This card's so good. Man, I love this card. Alright, so we chose the wrong server. Okay. 2 credits to break pitch on 3 is nuts. Is that card that says the amount of tags is the amount of cards they access? Is that still in the game? Pad tap. Alright. The amount of money they have doesn't really matter. I think we're actually going to Rashida here. We really want a Jinja first, though. Fuck. This is the sort of turn that we purge on. Well, we'll distract him. It's the best we got. Oh, this is not gonna be good. They're not apocalypsing us, though. I think the obelisk means that they're not gonna apocalypse, let alone the Amina. That's fine. They're drawing up. Drawing to 3. They want cards in hand. I don't know why. I'm pretty scared. Unfortunately, we can't purge and do this, so we're just gonna go ahead and purge. I think that Rashida is pretty bad. So now that they're kind of locked out, having nothing on here besides code gates is pretty bad because they can't get through it. There's a counter surveillance, so now we just lose. They need 11 tags. Yeah, that's it. It's still legal. I thought this card rotated, but it's Mars for Martians, huh? Yeah, so we don't really have counterplay. We have no defensive upgrades. That's it. GG. You're gonna see 11 cards. Guess we should have played meat damage. They also draw 12 cards, which is good. But yeah, we 100% lose here. They have enough clicks, enough credits. Yeah, I don't like this. Man, I don't love this combo. This card's silly. Like, there's nothing we do about that. We either kill them, but like we can't keep them out. And then we lose. Our deck didn't do anything. That was the best thing, is they put pressure on. But like, yeah, we didn't draw any MCAs. We don't have any defensive upgrades. That's probably pretty bad. That sucks. I'll try again, I guess. I think we actually should have mulliganed our opening hand. Like, we had no economy. We had 2 Ichis. I think we had 2 Ichis, which is like a terrible opening against an aggressive criminal. Like, the Ichis are dead, and we need money. Like, we didn't force them to run the remote ever, so they could just like always do their tag thing. When HPT counters that deck, exactly, yeah. Like, there's, as soon as you play any meat damage card, they lose. HPT is like the best. Obviously, boom, they can have hand size. But HPT is like 22 damage. They don't survive that. But like, that's sort of the risk. It's like a measured, what's it called? A measured meta call. Because on R&D would have worked out, but you're not psychic. BC? What's BC? Yeah, I think protecting R&D would be way better. I totally forgot that we were planning to purge, and then having a different kind of a thing would be there. Border control. Oh, border control and R&D? Yeah, but we didn't have one. Put 1 HPT in every deck. Yeah, we didn't have one. The Eli wouldn't have mattered. So I don't even know. Yo, Jim, what's up? But he got it. You can call the deck Control Z. Control Z. Adam, ooh, early aggression. Early aggression. If Adam plays the one terminal, the one directive that lets them click through stuff, Sator's ability all the time. Control Z. I do like Control Z though. All right, so they're not playing it pretty smart. We got the opening border control. We got the opening slot machine. We got the opening money. This hand doesn't get better than that. All right, let's go. So find the truth. We want to block R&D. Obviously, border control would be pretty good there. HQ pressure is going to be alive and well. Slot machine, we don't have any advanceables to get value out of. Fairchild 2 is pretty annoying too. I think we just probably ice up all servers. I like this one on archives. Actually, I think we have to play this. So we'll put this one on HQ. If they click through it, we get a hedge fund back. It feels good. Border control and RD might not be that good anyways. We probably just want that for the remote. Maybe border control centrals, unless there's like a big threat, is an issue. We have no way to trash Find the Truth, which is like a big card. But at least like maybe the border control plus the click to run essential or any other server will make it hard to steal a Kawa project. Maybe that's what we got going for us. I actually want to play more. I do want to play a bit more Adam. Looks like we might be on Pawn Shop. Cash coming down. Why else would they be playing that? It's really good against Fairchilds. It lets them trash an install program. RNG key, very, very strong, obviously. To find the truth specifically on R&D. So that border control, not a taxing ice. We probably want something taxing on that because that's their combo. Brain chip, opening hand, drawing into an ace-ups pawn shop. The combo is alive and well. These are not this sort of ice that we want to rush behind. We definitely want to get something else on R&D. I think we want to draw once, install, and then IPO. So what do we want on R&D? I think we want the most taxing card possibly. That's Fairchild 3. This one's also really good on a remote too. I think slot machine's probably just good enough. Then we can IPO up to 13. Puppy, how's it going? Welcome. Happy, maybe even February where you are. But otherwise, January 31st, welcome. Hope you're doing okay. So, my run HQ here has been 2 turns. We have few cards in hand. There you go. They have some trashables here. Fairchild 3, they can guess a number too. Luckily, we have 2 6s and an 8. So they want to do something here. If they want to click through it, the brain damage might not matter. If they want to click through it, though, we can choose to get IPO back. Would be pretty good. Border control and remote is strong. Yeah, logic bombing to remote. Yeah, logic bomb is really weak against border control. I'll double click. Don't mind if I do. I think we actually do want the IPO. So what subroutine do they want? They can either trash an installed card. So the cash, basically, it's like pawn shopping it. Instead of 2, they gain 3, though. All right, feels good. So they want to go for the pawn shop, I guess. It's slower, but technically 1 more credit. And they can access 2 cards here. They do have to guess a magical number with RNG key. 6 is the right number. I don't know if they're going to guess 6. I think we only have 4 cards in our deck with 6. They can use Find the Truth first to get more information. RNG key guessing 1. I don't think we have any 1 targets. We have Restore. I think that's the only one. Ace-ups pawn shop coming down. They drew another RNG key. Not a particularly good draw. That's fine. Obviously, RNG key would be bad. So let's try and build a remote. Mason Bellamy in the remote. Seems okay. This now has relatively good subroutines. We want this in the innermost so that they can hit Fairchild 3 into Loki. That would be good. And sure, they have a chance, the 1 and 3, of hitting their Fairchild 3. If they hit the Mason Bellamy, they have to trash it, which is actually pretty good. Because it puts them back 3. We wouldn't mind that. Cash getting pawn 3 credits up. They really want to desperately find that single first agenda just to get their ability on, their brain chip on, get that extra hand size. It's so much easier to draw cards. A lot of times when I hit this, I take a brain damage instead of paying 2 credits. Reverse stim hack. Not too bad. Find the Truth drawing Find the Truth. Having extra copies. That's really cool to see. If a Find the Truth gets trashed in a game, you're generally in a really bad spot. They can discard that at the end of turn, but it's going to be hard for them to get the free safety first draw here, unless they install 2 more cards under 6 credits. And this is kind of the threat with Satyr. Every time that they run, they have to click through something, and we get an IPO back. Feels good. Corroder off the top. That is the answer that they need for the mighty border control. Not entirely, but at least half the time. Rip Bayokin content. Gonna miss that guy. I hope you stick for some time. Yeah, actually, we haven't talked about that. We haven't heard Ben Nee. They shut down his channel. Obviously, I'm sad to hear that. I've been watching Ben Nee content for literally years. Like before I started my channel, I was still watching Ben Nee on the regular. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Obviously, like what I think isn't said a lot, and maybe this is something that more I understand to some extent because I make content. That's a really hard decision to make. Like, you know how difficult a decision that is to make, to be like, hey, I know a lot of people regularly watch my content. I'm going to stop doing it and like take that happiness away from people. Like for me, it is such a hard, difficult decision to make. And I as much as I would love more Bayokin content, I just hope he's okay. Like I'm worried about that sort of stuff. I hope he's doing all right. It's a really hard decision to make. I think we could just build the remote, keep the Mason in the hand. If they want to hit, they can trash it. Yeah, Benny's content was really good. Not anything else like it. So we jam this. We jam cards. Having no cards in hand is really scary. Actually, selling neutralize all threats. I do like it. Maybe that's what the pawn shop and the extra copies is for. Running R&D. Let's roll them bones. Roll them bones. Event program. That's kind of what we want. So they have an interdiction off the top. That's a useless card. A gamble and an Amakua. So Amakua we want to deal with. They're going to lose 3. We're going to gain 3. That's all nice and good. Chances are we're going to more people to make content like he did. I hope so. I really do. I think Bayokin and Chris were a big reason why I was making content. Also, of course, others like back in the day, Teamwork Cast was doing a lot of tabletop stuff I really liked. I will res the border control. Why not? Make them cost 2 credits. Feels okay. They could give us a credit if they want, or 2 credits if they want to save 1. They actually need the money. Letting me fire one? Unfortunately, nothing to click tags through here. But they do get a free trigger of RNG key. Was Bayokin Netrunner? Yeah, you don't know Benny? Benny actually came second at Worlds like 2 years ago. Or 3 years ago now. Very, very strong Netrunner player. Oh, I don't. Oh, you should check it out. Maybe one of the worst times to check it out, I suppose. But the content's still there and it's all really good. It's all really well. They don't have to trash Mason Bellamy, gaining 3 credits. They actually are trashing Mason Bellamy, so we can draw a new card. Feels good. Yeah, check it out. Bayokin on YouTube. It's really good content. They've been making it for years. Neutralize coming back. 2 credits down. Drawing a free interdiction. We knew that. Elan R&D sounds good. Amakua is coming up though. We want something for archives. This in the remote is okay. Question is, where do we want this? Is this taxing enough? I think so. We'll just put this on archives. I don't want Amakua or Find the Truths off of here because they can do this and then run R&D. So they don't have to run R&D. They just have to run a server so they can know if they need to run R&D. Pawn the RNG key. Really fluid economy in this deck. Just cycling through everything. I don't think they have any card that's probably more expensive than 5 credits to install. Is my guess. That's actually probably most decks. Made a lot of videos about trying to make cards work, which is great. Yeah, he's very like focused on certain things. Like we're gonna talk about this and like really dive deep into it. Gamble. Credit. Amakua off the top. Restore. Feels good. Need more money though. I think we're just gonna take 3 here. Yeah, we played a lot of money. We're just gonna take 3. Freedom Kamalo. Yep. One of my faves was Run Less Click. They recently switched to talking, not Netrunner. What are they talking about? Run Less Click is great. Run Less Click and Trace 5 I'll listen to the most when I started Netrunner. Huge fan. Really good stuff. They both had that same sort of like more friendly. It wasn't like incredibly competitive. It's just kind of like, hey, we're people talking about it. The game. I like that a lot. I think a lot of people did too. So the problem about that server is it's a bit expensive. Amakua coming down. Again, no way to punish that. Going in. Let's roll them bones. Event resources. Fuck, if we get 3 advancements on there, you know how good that would be? It's still a 6 credit swing. Feels good. Can't stop the RNG key. We really need this. Oh, also, what was it? It was Sure Gamble, Emergent Creativity, the Mass Card Draw, Drug Dealer. So next is going to be Event Resource, so there's no way that this fires in the optimal solution. Find the Truth firing here. RNG key, hitting Architect. That's a really good slam onto R&D, because they have to respect that one. Otherwise, we reinstall Mason Bellamy. It lets us know also if they're going to hit an agenda, jam at the remote, but then we lose this one, but that might be okay. Told you about Slot Machine. Slot Machine's really good. It's not ending the run, but it's giving us a lot of money. I think we just put this on R&D. We actually could consider like just putting Mason Bellamy on this remote. I don't think it's terrible. Like it just lets us get IPOs back. I think actually this was overkill. This was good enough. Because if they break the border control, We gotta put IPO back on top of our deck. And they know this is an architect. Like, we're holding one card in hand. There's really no surprises here. They might actually want to poke this. The thing is, like, the FC3 hit is so gross. They can't continue. Double FC3 would be massive. And what's in the remote? Nothing. Nothing, Jim. Come find out. Come find out with your face. It'll be fine. It'll be Loki, and to Fairchild 3, you'll be happy. Rashida stewing. Stew. I'm actually pretty hungry. You can come find out. As soon as they get on like a decoder, I don't know how good their economy is. I think it really does depend on ASOPs, but that's the idea, is like get us first agenda. It's always a snare. Emergent creativity is like a huge card draw thing, so if they can just like jam a bunch of really cheap installs, they got ASOPs for days. Drug dealer also kind of helps with that. Sure gamble off the top. Okay, so now we don't know what this thing does. 13 credits. That's an issue. I think they're going to run HQ next turn. That's a huge problem for us. So let's try and force them this way, because that's a liability. They run HQ, they see both of these. That sucks. Stew. I gotta do my Duolingo before midnight. NG confirmed. Ah, if only. We don't have the score right now because it's an NGO front, right? So we can just draw up. Override the agenda and pretend it was a snare. What do we gain from that? Emergent creativity double, 2 credits. Oh, that's emergent creativity. I thought that was independent thinking. Okay, everything I said was wrong. This just lets them install like their Gordian Blade or whatever the heck they have. Amina. It might be an Amina. Maybe it's a Fem. Oh, Angola. That makes a lot of sense. 1 MU over. I think Amakua might get cut, but this one's really good. It's just all our ice is like pretty high strength. Oh, lost RNG key. That's a good one. That's what keeps their economy going. Okay. Let's go. Angolo. You want to pay 5 credits here. You really can't keep running, because even the border control is really gross. Like, it either pays for itself or it ends the run. What do you want? We actually don't have to res anything more. They can jack out. They should jack out. That's terrifying. Like, we don't have to do anything. They don't have the credit. They are jacking out. It feels good. Gaining a credit. Ludmilla, Andre, totally forgot it was Thursday. Glad I decided to browse YouTube. I was laying in bed. Good evening. How's it going? Hopefully you're doing alright. Sleeping well. Gotta do my Duolingo too. What language are you doing, Andrew? This card's totally safe. They're gonna lose 1 to drug dealer. I think we actually like draw once and then attitude adjustment. Oh, that feels good. We'll do Jinja. Attitude adjustment. Having this on HQ actually wouldn't have been terrible. That's a bit bad. Oh, bae. Okay. Money is tight. Their money, though, is bad. Selling the drug dealer, so they basically gain 2 credits to draw a card. And draw a card. What's that one called? Build script? That's a good one. Sure gamble. Wow, they found all their gambles. Good money. They could contest the remote. I think I'm short 1 credit. Dirty Laundry going in on archives. This is actually double click or 4 credits. It still leaves us with the 4 credits to res this. We're doing it. It's going pretty well. My birthday was yesterday. Got my favorite album on vinyl. It's absolutely beautiful. The whole record is dark blue with a moon on center. Happy belated birthday, Ludmilla. What album is that? Dirty Laundry is not profitable anymore. Sounds like a pretty record. Also, what record player do you have? I need to find a good record player. Get This Owned by Hopalong. That's a fucking dope album. Holy shit. I'm a big Hopalong fan, actually. I don't know the name of the new album. Is that the new one? Sounds like the new one. No, the new one. I don't know. Yeah, huge Hopalong fan actually. I haven't seen her in a concert yet. It's not a good record player. No Top Gun soundtrack, but it's alright, I guess. That's okay. So this is what NGO looks like. They know we didn't draw an agenda. If we score it, we go down to 3. No, it's our first one. The new one's Bark Your Head Off, Dog. Yeah, okay. So I know there's 3 of them. I think I have 3 CDs of Hopalong. Don't know their name. Okay, we gotta think. We score this is really bad for us. They're 10 credits, so they're gonna threaten. I think they're gonna run HQ. Whatever. We'll do this in next turn. Hopefully we recover with NGO front. Also, what? Haven't been another Hopalong fan that's super exciting. Yo, Hopalong is doing really well. Like, they're getting a lot of attention. I've been trying to turn all my friends onto them. I was like originally listening to, and they got a lot worse. But I was like the like second album, the third album of this is a good HQ run. Of Front Bottoms led me to Hopalong, and I think I like Hopalong way more. I think the new Front Bottom stuff isn't particularly interesting. But yeah, Hopalong's great. Find a true top card of R&D. You're going to see 2 here. Have to trash one of them. NGO front gets trashed. We wanted that. SSL. Oh, fuck. That was brutal. Yo, we're going to restore an NGO front, and it's credit positive. No audio file. I'm happy with my $100 Audio Technica record player. Couldn't tell you if it's good or bad. Probably a good start. Okay, well, we got money at least. Interestingly enough, restoring NGO front is like totally fine. This is a wild card. Let's go though. Architect on the remote. Yeah, that's interesting. I think we're actually gonna jam the NGO front. The MC austerity is awkward. We can hit this and then do something else. I think we probably want this one actually. This has a bigger trash cost. Yeah, okay, that's our win con. Okay. Not feeling that bad about it. Their economy is kind of floundering. Luckily, the turtle isn't getting out of control. That's going to provoke a purge. But we do have good ice. Emergent creativity. Revealed at the top. Armitage coming down. That's a slow card. We're probably pretty fine about that. The emergent creativity is scary. Things come down out of nowhere like Fem. Fem would be pretty good. But we do have our pocket trick. Restore NGO is 5 credits for 3 clicks without the secrecy. Count it. I realized the other day, the international night at my local bar, that my Espanol has seriously lapsed, going back and get reacquainted. Hey, cool. I'm assuming you're from the States? Maybe? Spanish seems like a very good language to learn. Not like them bad languages. Alright, 3 clicks, enjoy it. Stall advances possibility. I think we actually want a bit more ice on HQ, so we'll just put this on HQ, gaining credit. For a really long time, My Chemical Romance is my favorite band, and last year I found Hopalong when I was listening to my Ladyland mix on Spotify. They toppled my chem after 14 years. Actually got to stop chatting as much. Got to sleep. Hey, that's cool. I don't know too much about MCR. Don't think I was ever listening to them, but sleep well. Enjoy your new album, and happy belated. Jim, now 11 credits. As the burst always, any turn can decide to not neutralize all threats. Neutralize some threats. Even maybe the Amakuwa is going to work out. But this is a threat. 3 clicks, not a lot of clicks, especially when they're playing cards like Armitage Code Busting. Happy hunting, thank you. The only bad language to learn is visual basic. Yikes. The MCR dude had a good comic, but only got to volume 2. Oh, no way. I very recently realized the same thing about MCR. Oh, we're going. They're going in. Mason Bellamy. Let's go. Do you want to break this for 7 credits? You want to let the architect fire? Because then we get an NGO front back. Feels good. Writing comics is way harder than people think. It seems very difficult. Alright. So Rashida's a thing. Fairchild's there. There's no double access. So I think we're going to go ahead and put the border control. Yeah, I think we just want the border control. Dang, I knew that ice. Yeah, they did. Yeah, okay. Install card from archives. Yeah, we'll just do an NGO front into the to a naked. Doesn't mind. We actually could have built a real arm out there. From Florida, so Spanish is very relevant. Yeah, that seems super relevant, isn't it? Angolo breaks us for like what? 3 to 4? That's not worst. That's like Eli. Mason Bellamy. Oh no, they didn't break anything. You're good. So continuing the run. This is a slot machine. They still roll them bones. They should have done that already, actually. It was event program resource. So they didn't actually have to spend all those credits breaking this. That's a misplay. They only had to break the first one. You can save 2. But Mason Bellamy does fire. They lose a click, which means this fires. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and put on we want to do advance res so then we can do IPO. Oh no, we don't because yeah, it's unfortunate because we want to do advance austerity. So this is 2 more credits. They don't have an RNG key. Like this access is terrible. We actually might have wanted to put a Rashida on top so they're forced to trash it so they don't get an Amakua counter. Like I don't think that was wrong. Maybe they keeping the Rashida on top is bad. Actually, no, they have to trash the Mason Bellamy. This is fine. So it's an IPO and then a trash of the Mason. So they're gonna be down to 3 credits, no Amakua, 2 Amakua counters. They have to trash this one. And they could trash this. They probably should. They just spent 3 and 3 to not lose 3. Seems questionable. I didn't do the math right. Cyber Daily is actually good against Slot Machine? Yeah, sure, but they'll get Cyber Daily on something else. They have a Dirty Laundry in hand, so it's a good time to get everything going. We know what we were drawing off the top here. Unfortunately, I don't remember. I think it's Rashida. No, it's an IPO, and that's Rashida. So we don't need to res that Jinja. So we're just going to go ahead and do advance. Advance. Force. Res. No tricks here. Let's go. Could have done Mason on top. I don't. Oh, the other Mason? Yeah, that would have been really funny. Masons for days. Off to bed, as always, May you always be border controlling. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for dropping by. Have to enjoy the rest of your week. Selling the cast, absolute maximum value. So we know that we can. It's actually going to be hard because the agenda is 2 down. So we're going to have to get into hand somehow. We can always like burst draw with attitude adjustment. RNG key. That's something they want. Mason to double Mason would have been really funny. This card is not doing enough in this deck. But I don't think we're setting up the border control servers anywhere near enough. They're just like slamming centrals and we lose, but that's fine. Dirty Laundry coming down on archives. They want to spend 4 credits to gain 3 credits. I guess they get an Amakua and see the top card, which is a Rashida Yahim. I think the Amakua counter is by far the most important. Lets them deal with the architect. I think that's what they want. So we could consider just purging here. Can Mason fire twice in a run? Yeah. It's whatever. Can fire a lot. They could run first click, have no more clicks left. So don't run first click, maybe? Going HQ here. I think we can afford to res all this stuff. They're going to have to trash the Jinja City grid, which is probably the best part. So if we res this, they break this for 2. They break this for 3. So that puts them on 3 credits so they don't trash the Jinja. So I'm going to res nothing so they have to trash the Jinja. This will be 3. This will be 5. Like they actually could let one of these subroutine fires so they actually have 1 credit fewer so that they can go ahead and not trash the Jinja. I guess they could also just like boost the Angola before they access or boost the Croter. It makes more sense. Yeah, this is totally reasonable. Why don't you fire twice when they ran R&D? Oh yeah, fuck. Yeah, it's true. Could have just done that. Nice. They're going down to 0 credits. They have to trash Ginger. This is such a liability when we run like high trash cost cards. That means that we don't have to purge largely because they just have no money. They'll probably just pawn this. Don't you have to trash that? Oh no, they ran archives. Never mind. Nah, fuck. I think we just purge. Yeah, that's fine. Didn't they sell neutralize all threats? Yeah, they did, but they installed a new one after. That's why it's on the right of Aesop's. One came back. They're running multiple copies on a pawn shop deck. So purging's really important there. They don't have a lot of money. 3 is important because it gets through all this. But they ran archives first, so that card, this is no longer the first card they access with the trash cost because they ran archives. So to some extent, like getting the Mason Bellamy's out of archives means that they can't turn it off by running archives, which is really cool. 6 cards in hand. We've only seen 2 copies so far of Emergent Creativity. Or actually just 1. Oh. Logic Bomb coming down. Real good against the border control. You need MCA this turn? We did need to. I thought they were going to run R&D though. Like, it's probably fine in HQ behind this border control maybe. That's another RNG key. Like, I think we hit this, we do install advance. Rip slot machine. Still good. Logic Bomb triggers your ID. Yeah, it totally does. Yeah, it does. Oh, Satyr, so good. But more importantly, it means that border control is free to be good. And they drew another Logic Bomb. All right. So we have... That wasn't what we thought it would be. Oh, we should have rezzed this. We knew that was this. That was after. Fuck, we wanted this. God damn it, Jinja. Do we want this on the remote? No, there's no way. The server's way too good. Okay, so we lost some efficiency. Feels bad. Can they run R&D? Not really. I think we actually restore Mason Bellamy on R&D. Because Mason Bellamy fucks them up so good. But I think we actually want to restore MC Austerity. It seems more important. Okay, so the agenda's on top of the deck. If they get it, it's a problem. Hunting Ground killed slot machines? Did they have a Hunting Grounds? We didn't see one, did we? Oh. Oh. Oh, they are going to run R&D this turn. Oh, they have Hunting Grounds? No, runner still loses 3 credits. It doesn't fully kill it. Still okay. Yeah. Oh, I don't... You scared me. If it says if one card has the same subroutine, or like if one card has a subtype. Yeah, the first one's unconditional. That's a huge relief. There's no way they would print a card like that. Going for the remote, having to trash this. Architect off the top. Seems okay at best. At worst, dubious. You can only Logic Bomb 1. And they need enough credits to trash this. I think that just fires. This just fires, yeah? 2. No, they could, no, 2, 4. No, they can choose to break it. I think this tower is pretty strong. Alright, look at the top 5. We can't really install the naked SSL, can we? Rashida, Ichi. I think on archives? Where do we want this? Well, what are we gonna do here? Oh, we can put Mason on this remote. That seems really cute. Yeah, I kind of like that. And anyways, if they trash this, we just jam. Let's go. All right, so their ability fired. So what does it say? Okay, so we can put something on top of their deck. So do we want to draw the agenda here? Yeah, probably. But this is gonna fire really grossly. Oh wait, no, they can double Logic Bomb. Thinking. We're gonna get their double logic bomb out. It's fine if they trash all this stuff. It's fine. Yeah, this is okay. Yeah, I don't think we'd want to trigger our ability. There's actually a chance that we do, on the basis that we need money. The thing is, like, we can do install advanced IPO. Pop BC. I don't really think we want to. Like, they're using so many resources just to trash this thing. I don't think it's actually that's good. Like, I think we just score out next turn anyways. The BC is just as good next turn, but now they're gonna have to use 2 BCs on this turn. So like, the border control is just good. Like, now they have to use a second one, so like, whatever. They can spend all their resources just to trash an empty austerity policy, and it's like totally fine. Sure, they can't make it next turn. Yeah, the SSL can be stopped 100%. I don't think we need to pop this. We have one on every server. We've one on every server. Feels good. They're also not getting Amakua counters. They don't trash Bellamy. There's no way. There's no way. We got the server. We got the Bellamy border control server. We figured it out. Feels good. Problem is they can run R&D next turn, but it's kind of rough. They drew an Armitage. We have just enough credits for this. We have 4 credits, so this probably is okay. Architects aren't doing enough in this deck. I think the architects are bad. If the architects were just like Satyr adaptive barriers, it would be so much better. These are not doing enough work. Sure, they're cool with border control. Maybe we're just like too cautious with our border control use. I guess with border control, this would have been pretty strong because they did fire twice, but border control is expensive and our money is not very good. But you saw, like, we're dirtling a lot. Like, let's replaying IPO off of the Satyr's ability isn't particularly strong on tempo. Just doesn't feel good. I think the next card on R&D is on Rashida, and then the next one's an agenda. But they probably want to go for Rashida. We probably should have just put like scarcity in this. I'm sitting on the chair weird. We got a serious game here. Let's go. Armitage coming down. Gonna go to work. Yeah, 8 credits worth of work. You got a free NGO. So here we go up to game point. I think next turn we'll probably want to actually restore. But I think they run R&D here for sure. The thing is, like, the architect can't be broken. Yeah, I guess they could. Yeah, you're better off with Satyr adaptive 100%. This would have been a massive barrier. This would be a massive end the run barrier. And not a lot of our ice ends the run. And like, you saw that game where we had like E-Cheese. I think E-Cheese are not good. But like, having things that end the run in the early game are really good. Maybe we actually do want Enigmas. Maybe we actually do want Satyr adaptives. Emerging creativity, double click coming down. Let's see what they got to punish us. Like, what do they have? Fem? I think they want to Fem something. Oh, nanotech. Okay. Now they can break everything. Daily casts. 4 credits. We have the winning agenda in hand. So what do we want to do here? We just want to make sure we have a burst of economy. We can install NGO double and then they have to run it. They could be on interdiction. So they have a current. Vic 1.0 is okay. I guess it's cool if they don't want the brain damage recur. Maybe Vic was better than Enigma, but they can, nah, actually I don't think so. It's better against... Vic is actually really good against Angolo. Vic doesn't matter about solve events and you win. No, we don't have enough money to raise the border control. I don't think we win. Oh, maybe. They can't steal a cow out of the remote. Yeah, maybe you're actually right. Maybe we could just jam this, then we depend on the SSL money. Yeah, there's a chance you're not wrong. Because we've been seeing what they're drawing. We know how many copies they have of Logic Bomb. That probably was fine. I just thought we had too few credits, but then, yeah, of course, we get 3 from SSL. Mason Bellamy? Mason Bellamy doesn't do anything, does it? Oh, they lose a click? Oh, yeah, Mason Bellamy means... Fucking Mason Bellamy's so good. They can't win. Because there's no way to win. Mason Bellamy plus the Kawa Project is beautiful. What the fuck? We don't need no strongbox. They literally can't steal this. Unless they play Film Critic, which they aren't on because they're playing Pawn Shop. Unless they don't break the subroutines. Like, if they don't break Architect, sure, there's a chance. 1 to run, 2-2. No, they can't. Yeah, they can't. Yeah, you're totally right, Terrence. We should have just jammed. That's a cool play. Roll safe. That's how I play when I play Glacier. No, I'm a. You seeing like all these decks that we're playing and playing against that just run a lot of ice now because everyone's fed up with crowdfunding. Samakua, you can't rely on it. We played a deck that relies on Amakua. Omakwa. Mason Bellamy Kawa Heinlein grid is actually literally unstealable for one turn. Yep. Problem is that Jinja Heinlein can't work, so we had to cut one of those parts. That's the only bad part. Going HQ. Feels good. Can't res any of this crap. Please don't hit this. This is our winning agenda. We need this one. Oh, wait, what? We have an NGO from. What are we doing? We can res all this stuff. I am a moron. I am a very dumb man. I've made terrible mistakes to get to this point. And at this point, it might actually be important. So it's the worst time to fuck it up. Is there a setting in JNet to zoom in so everything isn't so freaky tiny? The best you can do, never. Firstly, how's it going? Is like Control Plus or Control and scroll in with your mouse wheel. It just like zooms in like in any web thing. But like generally that's as close as we can get. Actually, that's a bit closer. Maybe that's a bit better. Do one brain damage. Oh, my pleasure. Don't need no hand size. Interdiction. They're actually playing interdiction. If no credits, fear not. Oh, yeah, thanks. Good save. We're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. RNG key 5. Oh, actually, yeah, they could RNG key this and steal it. RNG key 5 is probably what they're going to call because they know that they can't steal Akawa and they're playing around Akawa. Yeah, there you go. Restore, that's fine, so they can't steal it. Rashida, they got to trash that. Just kidding, they can't, JK. No, they could have had it. That was a good play. Jim called right. Jinja can't trash that. Got that in turtle counters. Those get out of control fast. But now they can't run. They have 0 credits. What are they going to do? We have to start pawning everything. Like pawn Amakua. Pawn safety first. Pawn neutralize all threats. Pawn cast. Pawn RNG key. Just pawn everything. You have breakers. I think that's the best bet. But next turn we just jam the Aqua. And it's just too good behind border control. If you're just tuning in, you're probably wondering what the splash screen looks like. That's what half of it looks like. Stick around for the back half. Resident NG before the second interdiction. They can't run that remote. It doesn't really matter. Also, what's up, Kevin? Like, if they play interdiction, they have to click for a credit first, and then what are they going to do? Like, we can res it on our turn. We just can't res it during a run. And with 0 credits, they're not threatening a run. Also, good evening. How's it going? Welcome. Like, as soon as we res it, they know it's not an agenda, so it affects their play. So I don't want to res it. Even if we don't get the NGO front, like, we probably still win. Easy mark. Clone chip, that's cool. Brain chip, Armitage. They should be clicking for credits. I don't know what they're looking for there, I think. Hand size 5. July, what's up? Why watch on YouTube when I watch on Twitch? Honestly, I think actually more people classically watch on YouTube, but chat is probably more active on Twitch, which I think it makes a lot of sense considering how people use those things. How's it going? Aaron, what's up? How's this Adam non-stim hack? They could be. They probably should be, in fact. Alright, this seems unstealable. Yeah, they might be looking for stim hack. Oh, well, it worked. They might be looking for the stim hack, but I think this is unstealable. 0 clicks, 0 credits. Mason Bellamy, quad ice server, border control, plus Nikola. Win on Centrals. I think our list is the Swiss knife one, which isn't on it. Interesting choice. But yeah, we've seen some pretty Swiss ideas. Like, we've seen the interdictions. We've seen the misdirections is what I meant to say, but interdiction is also not wrong. I would like to see a Femme, maybe. That's a kind of cool card. The Hunting Grounds is a really good card. It's a really good, like, Swiss card. Oh, that's cool to actually, like, lap over that. That's kind of cute. I'm generally allergic on the toxicity of Twitch. The stream is probably an exception since it's Netrunner, but other games woof. Yeah, it can be bad. It depends on the community, Kevin. There's some like really positive communities on Twitch, but like a lot of the main stuff can be really bad. But the Twitch, like we have no problems like that in the Twitch chat. You BC the hack? Sorry. The Bellamy with ice in front of FC3 is so good. Yeah, right? I think it's unstealable. I mean, that NGO front is real hard to trash. Guys that come from MTG and like it's pretty bad. Ah, shitty to hear. Rabble toxicity. Terrence says in Twitch chat right now, Kevin in response. But yeah, I don't know. I think a lot more of the places that I hang out with, like, you don't see those problems. Like I watch a bunch of Kid Boga. Kid Boga's great to watch on Twitch. It's pretty fine. Music streams also are pretty good. But like, yeah, if you get to any of the like, if once you put 15,000 people in a room, yeah, someone's gonna fuck up. We don't have a toxic community here. We just have drinking games. Yeah, that's true. All right, Jim's got one last turn. We need to end our turn with 0 credits because we have the 3 coming in from the SSL endorsement. So why we suddenly play Rumor Mill Stim Hack out of nowhere? Yeah, even then I think we're fine, right? Like we do have border control and some pretty good eyes. Like Loki's pretty good. Lo-fi hip hop. That's YouTube. That's good YouTube though. This doesn't matter. So we're not gonna res anything. This doesn't matter. You can just trash your installed cards. Like nothing matters. Like this doesn't matter if it's game point. This doesn't matter if it's game point. Start trashing things. Don't break this. Yeah, there you go. RNG key is actually one of the cards worth keeping. I don't know why Jim trashes that. This can give them cards. While these can. Like, oh, neutralize can. Aesop's can't. Aesop's is useless. I think you definitely want to keep the RNG key. You can draw you cards or give credits. Does anyone ever stream snipe you? I have suspicions. Obviously you don't know, but I'm pretty sure I've seen it. We had some problems at the tournament on Sunday that some people were like legitimately watching the stream that they realized they shouldn't have. They admitted to it though, and they didn't place. I don't think anybody who I thought was doing that did that well in the tournament, so like it's fine. Or can you res everything because it doesn't matter? You see, Terrence, that's the difference between you and I. I will exert as little strength as possible. I'm not saying one of them is better, just that they're different. Good game. That's a good remote. Fuck, that's a good remote. Big misplay there. Resing the ice there lets you win with 0 credits. I was going plywood. I see you had the same idea. Yeah, maybe that is a misplay. Ending with 0. We'd end with 1 actually. I guess we'd have to res the Jinja. Not enough dough. Thanks. You too. I'm so rusty. My HQ was relatively nice to me. I think you pressured HQ at the right spots, but I got good ice. So that turtle stays in check. I would res, make him separate. Look at that Glory Celebrity Gift. I seriously think Celebrity Gift is not good in this deck. I think we might have proved that. Which, like, I don't love Celebrity Gift, but I'm at least glad to be maybe correct about not having it in a certain deck. Like, the Jinja deck doesn't seem right with this. Hard work sometimes pays off in the long run. Laziness pays off right now. It's not laziness, I think, actually. That's probably the wrong way to describe it. But more like, you don't want to kick a man when they're down. I was ready to install Hunting Grounds with the trash ability of Aesop's food. Ooh. Oh wait, Hunting Grounds? That's not a good one. Oh. I was worried you'd hunting my what's it called? Slot machine? But the first sub is still good, it seems. What about the 1 point acid that Asmari plays? It's like 5 influence. Or 4 influence. Yeah, it's called Hive Mind or something. No, not Hive Mind. Echo Chamber. I think it's 4 influence. Like at that point, we could just go ahead and play the one from Jinteki, which like nobody plays. And it's actually pretty good. The one that you double advance to get a 1 pointer. That's fine. We could also play sleepers, but like sleepers is horrible in this deck. Like if someone plays turntable and swaps the sleepers for a 3-pointer, we probably lose the game. So I don't think that's worth the risk. Yeah, I like that ice a lot. Hey, cheers. Thanks for the game. Newish player, want to obtain any couple deluxe packs IRL right now. What should I get? That's an interesting question. Where can we look at that? It depends what you want to do. Yeah, Gene Splicer, thanks, jogging. It depends what you want to play. Like, I think the best thing you can get is deluxes. You just get the most for your money. I don't know the availability on how hard it is to find certain things. So like, that's a bit harder. If we go to sets, this helps out. So I don't know what's available, but if you ask me, I think Rain and Reverie is an amazing pack, especially if you're a new player, because it has things for all factions. This is probably the hardest Netrunner product to ever be able to find, so I'm sorry. After that, the revised core set, I guess you might have that. I like the new cycle. I think Katara is really a cool place to start. And then that's probably it. In competitive play, it depends also if you want to play like in competitive constructive play. A lot of these cycles are going to be rotating somewhat soon. But I think I would start at Katara maybe. I think Katara is really fun. Flashpoint is like a real mix of really strong cards and Red Sand, really strong cards and really like unplayably bad cards, unfortunately. But like almost all Katara was like super solid and some really good stuff here. And Rain and Reverie. That's my like first thing. Oh, and all the other deluxes are super good. Data and Destiny, if you want to play the mini factions, which I know a lot of newer players, maybe we played actually the game for a bit, love the idea that there's like these small sub factions. Katara, if you also get that, has a lot of support for these small factions, which is really good. Then of course all the other boxes are like themed around certain combinations. So Order and Chaos I think is probably my favorite deluxe because it does Anarch and Wayland, which are probably my favorite. Honor and Profit is really cool if you like Jinteki trap stuff, and the criminal stuff is alright. It's pretty interesting. A lot of it still does see some cool play. And then Creation Control is a bit kind of in some ways the hardest to recommend because almost all of the HB cards see literally no play in any constructed format. Some of them are fun, but like a lot of them are just like way worse than what exists modernly, and they're not that creative. But the unfortunately part is the shaper side and the neutral sides for the runner are like staples in every deck. So if you can find Creation Control, pick it up for sure. From that point, I would just say like find out what factions you like the most, and then find certain like cool, interesting cards and like ping out those data packs. Off the top of my head, I don't know that's the power data packs. There are definitely some like really powerful data packs in like what's it called in some of the Flashpoint cycle. But then there's like also data packs that have a lot of cards that are banned in them because they're insane. So yeah, mileage will vary. But at least Rain and Reverie, if you can, deluxes are a really good place to start. And I would say they're Katara. Katara is probably not that hard to get because it's the newest one. Hope that helps. I like Gene Splicer. Yeah. I haven't seen Turntable deck in a while. I think you're safe there. I don't know. I think I'd play Turntable when playing Anarch. Even outside of Anarch, I play Turntable just because I get really salty against Sports Metal. I think that's largely the reason. Of course, the most important thing I just want to sign off with real quick is that we did do the Nisei.net. Let me sit down like a proper person. Oh yeah, news. Yo, check this out. 50 Minutes with Az McCaffrey. A bit of a spoiler. Maybe you recognize this name. It seems like the new identity that's coming out in the first half of Ashes might actually be a relative, if not a child, of Kate McCaffrey. Read that if you want some more information. But what I wanted to talk about, I guess, more is the online Nisei single core experience tournament. We cast it on Sunday. It was cast on Trace 5 on Saturday. Watch those if you want. I think on Sunday the games were actually pretty good. We saw a lot of different games. We saw a lot of Criminal, a lot of Jinteki, a lot of Wayland. But the top cut will be Friday, 5 p.m. GMT, whatever that is, on SMC's channel, on Code Marvel's channel. So check that out. Do have fun. That does help. Can probably pick up a few Katara packs and add to my OG core set. The Genesis cards seem cool, but they rotate out mostly. Yeah, so it depends what you want to do again. Like 100 Julys. Let's just pull this back. So, okay, Genesis and Spin have rotated out of competitive play for the last year. For that reason, they're really hard to find, but classically have some really cool staple Netrunner cards. They have some really interesting cards. I like, that was Lucas Litzinger designing the first couple cycles. Like from Genesis to Sansan, the packs are fantastic. They're really great. But it's really hard to find them. And if you want to like play in tournaments, like go to places and play in like this sort of structured play that's like really popular, these cards are largely not allowed just because they're so old and so many people don't have them. So it's kind of hard to say like, hey, you can play them. Good luck with those. But also, if you want to play, like, that's a big thing. If you want to play at Nisei events, if you know Nisei is like the continuation support from the community, proxying is fully allowed as many cards as you want. So like at the end of the day, if you can't find what lies around ahead and you want a card from it because you want to play Project Atlas, which is an amazing card, and it's in the revised core set and everything after that, you can just proxy it. Their channel called Beginners. Join Slack. Yeah, join the StimHack Slack. It's awesome. Everyone in chat is pointing you the right direction with that. Yeah. Also, if you have OG core set, if you have OG core set, the revised core set is also really cool. It has a lot of stuff in it. I would recommend that. I assumed you had revised, but picking up another copy of the revised core set to put on top of your OG core set just gives you a bit more options for deck building. It also gives you more cards. I would recommend it. I think the OG core set is the revised core set is a way better experience than the OG core set. It also gives you all those like cool cards from Genesis. So the OG core set has cards from Genesis and from Spin Cycle that rotated out. So it gives you like all the cool stuff that rotated that you might want. Like every faction now has 3/2 agendas. That's really important. Just because it gives them more agenda suites. So like that Project Atlas is in here. If you can find a revised core set, it's definitely worth it. More hedge funds, yeah. There's some basic shit in here, but like this box is way better than the OG core set. Rain Reverie also is really good if you can find it, but that's like impossible. Fuck, I dropped a pen. That's it for me. Enjoy the tournament on Sunday if you're playing. Best of luck. If you're watching, have fun. If you care about the Super Bowl, whatever team you want, I hope they win. Whatever team you want the opponents to lose, that happens too sometimes. Thanks so much for dropping by. We'll be back next Thursday. I believe next Thursday our friend Patch will be here. I said Patch. Pat will be here. So I'm excited for that. We'll be playing some Netrunner, but that's largely it. Take care, y'all. Enjoy yourself. Be good to one another and like other positive sentiments. Gonna go eat.